All right. Let's see what we can do. Good afternoon. Get your greasy little face up next to the radio. And let's have some fun. Hey, my name is Alan Cox. Thanks for showing up. Say hi to Bill Squire, who is right over there.
Hey, creepy hugs, everyone. Thanks for listening to and watching this episode of the Alan Cox Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share a cold one with the boys.
Mary Santora is out. She's on the road. Poundcake is back behind the glass.
Yes, I am. Afternoon, white people. Happy Friday.
I won't lie to you. You might not get a full show out of me today.
Ooh.
I was coughing all night. I've been coughing all day.
And the office was brutal.
We're in the...
Sounds like you're trying to start a car that's being... Well, they're just like... Should I put a cough counter up on the...
You know when you... It's what I get for being so dedicated to my craft, Bill.
Yeah.
You know when you have so many cough drops that your tongue starts to feel raw, like you just don't, Usually and this came out of nowhere, I didn't even feel anything coming on. In the last 24 hours, maybe I just started coughing, and so I try to throw everything at it. I'll throw Zicam, and I'll drink my friggin' tea, and I'm, cough drops, whatever. Zinc lozenges, everything from the arcane to the widely accepted, because we talk for a living.
Right.
I can't just sit in a cubicle all day with my head down and whatever. And so I'm coughing all night, and Gwen goes, why don't you just take the day off? I go, well, we got the bar crawl, and then it's a game time decision for me, because a lot of times when you get up in the morning, that's the worst time.
Yeah, that's what the worst is going to be all day.
It's the worst. And so I'm like, listen, as long as I can talk, I'll do the show. And so far, I can talk. I don't know that that'll be the case through the end of the show today. But my life...
You'll power through.
My life, for Christ's sake. I got the bar crawl tonight. I'm leaving tomorrow morning to go see my family in Chicago. It's the only weekend I could do it. Any other weekend... would be, but I get this just in time for those two things. Just in time for our bar crawl and then getting up to drive to Chicago tomorrow with a toddler. It couldn't have happened any other time. It's got to happen now.
Right, but you have all the rest of your weekends are pretty much spoken for. So
that's my point. It's the only weekend I could make this trip.
Right, but even if this wasn't going on, if you got sick next week, you'd be like, well, I got sick this week, and I got all this stuff that I have to do
but that would all be local.
Okay.
I wouldn't be going out of town.
Going out of
what
town
I mean?
does suck
Yes.
when you're sick.
Oh, my God. So anyway.
You have to go.
So we'll see. Yeah. I got to go. Yeah, the plans are all being made, and I got to talk to my mom, the whole thing. So the whole, and listen, I love my family. I'm happy to see everybody. I don't get home very often, but the whole thing starts to feel like a chore.
Mm-hmm. It's also one of those things
and
where...
And Gwen can't go, so it's me and the little one.
They have to appreciate what you're doing in order to get out there.
I don't need that.
Health, even if you don't need it, they need to appreciate.
No one appreciates what I do, Bill.
Putting your health on the line.
No one.
Just to go out and show your mom that you do care.
I'm not in it for the accolades. I'm in it for the love of the game. I'm in it for keeping the lines of communication open. Very simply. But Jesus, if I got to drink any more of this tea, I'm going to float away.
You should have a little bit of whiskey.
I will. Cleveland whiskey.
Yeah, just like a little bit. That'll settle your... It does actually relax your throat.
Yeah, I know.
So you won't cough as much.
What are you have any tips for relaxing your throat, Poundcake?
Not any that you would take up, no.
All right.
And it's not to keep from coughing. It's to keep from doing other
nice
things.
talk,
wouldn't this?
juice.
I was going to say, but wouldn't the same things apply? I mean, to relax your throat is to relax your throat.
Yeah.
I would think that there would be some...
a lot of throat already in the show.
Pineapple juice?
I know how you like that word. I know how throat gets you all boned up over there.
Pineapple juice doesn't help your throat.
No, pineapple juice allegedly makes your stuff taste better, and I don't know that that's ever been confirmed. I feel like that is an urban legend. That is an old wives' tale. And how would an old wife know? Even a young wife will stop doing that after about 6 months. How would an old wife know that stuff is supposed to make your goo taste better?
A podcast where a guy did an experiment, and the key to it making your stuff taste better is you can only have pineapple.
Right. You have to drink copious amounts of it to the point
And
where you're
you
like, this
actually-
isn't even worth it.
And you got to clean the pipes too. So
Oh,
it's like
come on.
it's about timing and diet.
And who are you trying to impress? Like, nobody's going to go, oh, man. Nobody's doing it for the
Yeah.
taste.
They're like
They're doing
wine
it 'cause-
tasting.
Oh, yeah.
Taking it around in a little wine glass.
Right. Uh-huh.
I don't know.
I'm a man mustard sommelier.
I'd be
I'm
curious.
getting notes of chocolate and cherry in there. No one's doing that. Nobody's in it for the taste.
I'd be curious to like put somebody in that like torture chamber for a day. Like, here, you can only have pineapple juice or cranberry juice, and see how long it takes. And they just stuck to a cheat.
Well, what did this person say on this podcast?
On this podcast, they said that it was like basically a juice fast for a day, but then they had to. It's not the first one that you do; it's the next one that's going to have the sweet flavor to it.
And it's not like it has multiple purposes. You're doing it just for that one thing.
Right, and then it's done, and you get basically one load, and that's it.
And high blood pressure and diabetes now. So
Alan, pineapple is a natural cough suppressant.
Oh, okay. So maybe he was.
I've
onto
never
something.
heard that. Well, I guess I
I
wish
just
you would have
like
told me
juice.
that this morning
I just like juice.
when
So
I could have bought a pineapple.
I feel
I'd
like
be in here munching pineapple.
I feel like that's my remedy for everything.
Pineapple.
No, just a nice
Juice?
tall cup of juice. So it could be cranberry juice, grape juice, apple juice.
That is your remedy for everything.
Yeah, it calms my nerves, and when I'm sick, it makes me feel better.
A tall cup of juice.
I'm just like, everything's not all bad. You got your apple juice here.
Alan, so apple juice is your cure-all,
He
basically.
slurps it like that.
I have a
What-
giant cup.
When life has kicked you in the balls, get yourself some apple juice.
You know those big
That's
fair.
why fall is Poundcake's favorite season of the year.
You know those lemonade cups that they serve at like the fair, and they're like the size of you.
Yeah,
That's what I have filled with pineapple juice. I have an entire gallon of apple juice.
that can't be good for you.
What?
Do you
I'm
prefer
sure it's
apple?
not good for you.
It's a lot of sugar.
Do you prefer apple juice or cider?
Apple
Oh,
juice.
cider. I like cider.
I'll take cider,
Yeah, I got a
too.
big gallon of cider. We went to the orchard over the
Seasonal.
weekend. That's a lot of sugar, though. Any kind of juice, so much sugar.
I'm sure
And if
it's
you're
a lot
having,
of sugar.
That's not good for you. If you're having copious amounts of it.
A lot of things aren't good for me, but I enjoy.
Well, okay.
While I can.
But in,
It's
in
not every day.
moderation.
It's not every day.
Okay. Alan, I'm writing to tell you that Poundcake has me flabbergasted. All the words and phrases he gets wrong. General information
General information.
that a lot of people know that he doesn't. And then out of nowhere, he throws a curveball of information that you say can't possibly be true, and he turns out to be right. It blows my mind.
That's
From Nick.
That is the beauty of Poundcake. He is someone that can mess up so many things and then hit you with some real truth out of nowhere.
Just when you think he's going to zig, he zags.
I have niche knowledge, which means there's only like a niche for the type of intelligence I have.
Oh, you wanted to explain the word niche to us?
I wanted to make sure I got
Or
it right.
niche, if you will? Yeah, some niche knowledge.
I'll let that one slide.
Are you steeped in nut knowledge?
That's one thing I do know.
I got it.
How many coughs does it take
To get to the center of a Tootsie Roll
to get
Pop?
to the best of?
Yeah, I don't. We're gonna find out. We are gonna find out. I'm not promising anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
if-
may come back from a commercial, and you might hear me talking about something from 2011, and think, I got a picture from Nick, who's our bureau chief in Vestal, New York, 9 a.m. and about to nut at work, and he's eating corn nuts.
I got that too.
A lot of people
Yeah.
hitting me up about where you can get corn nuts. They're like, I can't find them anywhere. I said, the girl who does my hair texted me and said you can get them at Drug Mart back by the beer. So, or any gas
They're out
station.
there.
They're out there, but some people are having a hard time finding them. I have yet to try a corn nut, but maybe I will. I got that road trip in front of me on Saturday.
Yeah, there you
maybe
go.
I'll get corn nuts for a treat.
Nutting around the world.
Nuttin'. Okay, let me break. I got those Factory of Terror passes for you. I want to get down there in Canton. They are a Guinness World Record winning haunted house, so it's legit. 35192 if you want to text us, or alancoxshow.com for everything else.
Hey everybody, welcome to Is It Weird with me, Bill Squire. Solo again. That's okay. I do lots of things solo, and I'm all right with that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You guys have been doing a great job with that lately. Keep up the good work. All right. So, is it weird how bothered people are by Martin Scorsese? Is it Martin Scorsese saying he doesn't enjoy Marvel movies. I'm gonna be honest, it got a little under my skin for a second. He says there's an article out where Martin Scorsese, legendary filmmaker, one of the best of all times, says that he doesn't consider Marvel movies cinema. It's one of those pretentious things that people say. I'm not a fan of trying to put things in boxes like that. Who cares what cinema is? Do you like it or do you don't? He says that he tried to watch them. They weren't for him. That's fine. I still love you, Martin. You make great movies. You make great cinema. I'll even give you that little tag for you. But could you maybe throw a song in one of your movies that's from like 1994 or sooner? Like, something. You kind of stick with the music of a certain era, Mark. Right, Marty? Yeah, you can do that. I'm a little out of it today, too. I'm going to be honest. I went and saw Joker last night, and I did not sleep well. That movie got in my head. Joaquin Phoenix is an incredible actor to the point where I don't think I want to see any movies he's in anymore because he makes me so goddamn uncomfortable. Is he that uncomfortable of a person, or is he that good of an actor? It's a really, really jarring movie for me. I don't know if it is for everybody, but for me, I liked it. I was like, there was a part of it where I'm like, well, I don't think I do like this. But then as it all came together, I'm like, oh, I actually do like this a lot. And part of the reason I thought I didn't like it is because I was so engrossed in the movie that I was like, man, I'm just not. It's very tense, pretty good thriller. That's the genre I'd put it into. It's got some tributes to Martin Scorsese. But overall, Joaquin Phoenix, great portrayal of a madman. I'm not going to give him the best Joker of all time, though. Not going to do that. Still Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker is a cool Joker. There's some fun to him. You don't get that with this new Joker movie. He's not anybody that you like. You're uncomfortable around this guy from the moment he is in your vicinity. Like he's just that kind of guy. So, but very, very well done. Todd Phillips directed it. He did The Hangover, and he's been a little bit controversial this week because he said PC culture is killing comedy, which is, if that were the case, comedy would have died a long time ago. It'll be fine. Who's the snowflake now, right? You go, oh, I can't make the jokes that I want to make. Just make the jokes and see what happens. Go with that. I just don't understand just make the jokes and then see how people react to it. There's always no matter what you do, there's always gonna be people that don't like it. Look at Marvel movies. Love those Marvel movies. Who doesn't like them? Martin Scorsese, and he should like them because it would make me feel better when I read Twitter. So that's the thing. If you like something, you're allowed to like it, even if other people don't like it. And I'd actually kind of be disappointed in Martin Scorsese if he came out and said, actually, I'm a really big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's the best cinema that has existed in the past 25 years. No, of course he's not going to say that. And I would be disappointed in him if he did. That's like if Dave Chappelle were like, my favorite comedian's the guy with the puppets. You're just the best. No, you just go, it's not for me. It's not for me. A lot of people like it. Not for me. Bar crawls tonight. Come out to the bar crawl. Have some drinks with us. Alan is going to be under the weather today. So we got our work cut out for us there because he's been coughing a lot today. So we'll see if he can make it through the actual show and through the bar crawl tonight because I can tell he doesn't feel great and he can't stop coughing. In the office, he's just like a car trying to start. It's brutal. Made my throat hurt listening to it. If people are wondering who this is on my shirt, it's that guy that was in Mike Winfield. He was on the show last week. Kidding. It's Jimi Hendrix. All right, I think I'm running out of things to talk about, so I'm just going to wrap this up enjoy the rest of today's show. And again, like, subscribe, and share. And follow me on Instagram at Bill Squire. Come see me in Lorraine, November 9th, or Fairport Harbor, October 12th. Boy. Boy.
All right, a couple of passes for the Factory of Terror down in Canton. It's a 3-time winner of the Guinness World Record. Is the longest indoor haunted attraction in the world. 5 full attractions, totaling over a mile in length. Unbelievable scenery, jaw-dropping special effects, terrifying actors, and a full-service bar. Always a plus. Special spooky cocktails for you down there. A couple of passes for Factory of Terror. FOTOhio.com for all the details. Good luck. Caller 13, those are yours. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007. You all right?
Yeah. I just got to jam with the music, and then you potted up my mic, and I wasn't ready for it.
Oh, hey. 35192 if you want to send me a text. Everybody's texting me their home cures. I did Google pineapple juice for your cough. People saying it's a cough suppressant. I want to know if that was true or not. And it said that it had been proven to be pretty effective with tuberculosis. So
Ooh.
I'll take that as a yes. This is when we still need interns.
You got the
intern,
tuberc?
go get me some, no, but you know.
Well, we could use Poundcake, right?
Go get me some pineapple juice. Is the cafe downstairs still open?
They're not.
They're not.
They
They're
close
like
at 2.
Yeah. All right.
There might be pineapple juice in one of these machines, though. Maybe not.
Boy, I bet not.
That'd be a good mix or two.
Pretty obscure juice to have in a vending machine. Cavaliers game. It is the first of their 4 preseason games. It's already Cavs time at the Romo Fijo.
Romo Fijo.
Romo Fijo. Monday night.
You didn't have a lot of oomph.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Romo Fijo.
Romo Fijo.
Romo.
It's Romo Fijo. Let's go see a show.
I'll let Miles do the work for me. Monday, it's going to be the first preseason game. We'll be out of here a bit early. 6 o'clock is the tip-off here on WMMS. The Cavs are playing Argentina at the Romo Fijo downtown. So Monday, Cavs action here on MMS. Listen, the only way is up for the Cavaliers, right? Everybody starts from the same position. Preseason, you get to see who's out there. Is Kevin Love now essentially the face of that team?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Delhi is
For
in the
now.
mix, right?
Yep.
And who else? Zydrunas Ilgauskas, is he still playing over there?
He is not still
He's
playing.
not still
no.
playing
He's
over there.
done,
Oh,
yeah.
boy. Oh, boy. Who
Colin
else?
Sexton. Larry Nance Jr.
Is Kyrie Irving still with the Cavaliers?
No, he's with the
Flat Earth Society?
Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay. Was that me or you?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I really
didn't
don't know.
I only heard it. I didn't feel anything. That could have been either one of us. Yeah. So anyway, our final Alan Cox Show bar crawl of 2019 is tonight back in Lakewood. I will be fist bumping you tonight. I will not be shaking any hands for obvious reasons. So please don't think me rude. But fist bumps all the way around.
Fist
if you
bump
see
and
me.
a light kiss on the cheek.
That's Bill.
No, that's
Bill
that's what it
is
says.
known for his light kissing
That's
on
what
the
it
cheek.
says on the itinerary that they sent us. Is that Alan will give you a fist bump or a light kiss.
I saw that
on the cheek.
and or, so some people
Yeah.
might get both. Yeah, I see those itineraries, and I never once have noticed any notations about our preferred style of greeting. You're known for you're known for your light touch. I assume that means
I'm
that
trying to get to, put our, just give us a little bit more direction
I
when
see.
we're out at these events.
I see. Okay, I've never seen that. I'll have to look more closely.
Yeah.
But the light touch, I assume, for you extends to lips on a cheek.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
It could.
The light touching's not. I'm a very, very heavy toucher, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
You know that, sure, of course.
Here's the thing. It's not that I always have a light touch. It's ladies' choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's whatever their preference is. Some like a nice light touch. There's others that want you, they've been through some things and they want you to really get in there. And just,
Yeah, they want you to get in there. They want you to make them look like a renovated fireplace down there. I understand.
Just really mash it.
Sure. Like I want you to leave me looking like a werewolf with its throat cut. That's what I want down there. So now, if I do fist bump you tonight, my only request is that you must, after fist bumping me, pull that fist back and go kaboom. Right? Isn't that the full fist? Pound it out. Kaboom! Isn't that what the kids are doing?
That's not what the kids are doing.
What are the kids doing?
Also, I will say that whenever I meet another gay customer or someone who is aware of who I am, they are so respectful of me. Like they're like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for what you're doing for the gay community and causing not causing awareness, but
Causing awareness.
Causing awareness is a really funny way to put it.
Yeah.
spreading awareness.
You're causing awareness.
of whatever. They're wonderful.
People aren't trying to be aware, but you're causing it.
It's always the straight guys that always want to stick thumbs in places where they don't belong. But I enjoy meeting everybody, but just don't pick me up or spread my legs or anything like that.
Spread my legs.
It
Good
was
Lord.
It was a thing.
Listen,
I know.
Poundcake, if you're going to be causing awareness with people, if you're going to be forcing that awareness on them, you're going to get a couple of thumbs.
I don't need thumbs.
You're going to get a couple of spread thighs here
I
and
need you
there.
giving me what's the equivalent of a camel toe for a male?
Moose
Oh,
knuckle.
moose knuckle. I don't need any of that. Hug is fine, but don't pick me up.
You mean people are giving you wedgies?
No.
Oh.
I remember the
They're checking his oil.
the Polar Blast where it was two guys. They were like, "Can we pick you up?" I'm like,
I remember
"If
that.
you must." And then they each took a leg, and then they
Why
just,
wouldn't you say no? You don't have to acquiesce to being picked up. You say, if you must. If they must not, they wouldn't have asked.
Well, they were very nice, and they took a picture before, and I was like, okay, that's fine. And then as I started to walk away, they were like, wait a minute, let's just do with one.
They were very nice. Yeah, but you can still say, no, I don't want you to pick me up.
I didn't know that they were going to... I was okay at first with them picking me up before this happened. Like, I thought they were just going to pick me up, and I was going to do, like, a funny pose, and, it was almost like a cheerleading picture.
Because what, they, like, splayed your legs out in front?
Yes,
or?
I thought they were going to pick me up by my legs and just be like, hey, take a picture.
Like you were Rudy, and they were cheering you.
I don't think
correct.
They probably didn't have
success.
their plan really all mapped out.
Well, then he was like, no, you get on that side. And then he took a leg, another one took a leg, and they just kind of like spread me apart. I was like, thank God I don't have like a hole in like my jeans right there or something
Just
like
balls
that.
hanging out.
God.
One ball.
Just a little sneaky peek right there in the middle.
A peeky peek.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, other than that, everybody else is fine. Like,
Well,
I love our customers.
You
They're
don't
fun.
right, but you don't have to people don't have to use you as a prop.
Well, that was the first and last time, so
Would you like to sniff my testicles?
very firm on that.
All right.
You may if you ask nicely.
No, just don't pick me up.
I'm saying that people can sniff my testicles if they want. Start by just touching it. Start by just touching it.
Just ask.
Ask nicely. Hey, can I will say, in all my years of
I want it like in the
doing
King's
this-
English. Like I want it fancy. No, I want like a real request.
from someone at the bar crawl?
I mean, if they want to.
A request for
if-
you or
yeah.
from Poundcake?
For if they want to sniff my testicles,
Ah, I see.
they have to. They can't just say, "Hey, man, can I sniff your balls?" It's got to be.
You say,
Fancy.
Prithee, wouldst thou like to sniff
You can simply
my
want to.
undercarriage? Please enjoy a giant whiff of my knickers.
And actually,
I said knickers.
I need it written out and notarized.
Written out and notarized. There you go.
Got a closing date.
Hey,
Finally.
On your
18th.
pants? Oh,
Uh-huh.
on
On the condo.
Squifle Tower.
Yes.
The closing date is when?
October 18th.
All right.
Still further away than I would have liked.
2 weeks from today.
I know. It's making me nuts. I don't know how long these things take, but apparently it takes a little while for them to
Wow.
get everything together.
Now, how will you celebrate that weekend?
Oh, where am I? Oh,
I mean, the next
will
night
be-
is the MMS Halloween bash.
That's
Bill.
exactly how I'm going to
After
celebrate
party at Squifle Tower, I assume.
No.
it. Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
We'll see what I got.
Yeah.
See what I got ready for us.
Additional sleeping is available in Grandma's condo.
No, I think that you should have a housewarming party before you have anything in there.
Just have everybody over.
It's bare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
and
for
everybody
them to
can bring
mess
things
up.
over. Maybe I will.
You should.
All right.
You don't want everybody coming up and
Ruin your
Bring
yeah,
me stuff.
jamming up your
Bring me-
carefully placed tchotchkes and knickknacks and furniture.
And if,
Bring
your
me
toilet,
monies.
and if your toilet overflows, then there's nothing to like be ruined. So you're fine.
Why would his toilet overflow?
Every time we have like a huge party at our house.
Every time you have a party, your toilet overflows? I would think that would be a really good reason to only have one party
Oh no.
and then never have one again.
No, you gotta do it.
Every time you have a party, your toilet overflows.
In college, yeah.
Well, you're not in college anymore.
I know, but I'm
College
just
people are doing stuff like putting socks in the toilet.
No, people just
It's not like people are taking huge dumps.
they would throw up, or people would throw their tampons down there, or like it would just people are disrespectful.
They are.
Wow, party where people are messing with their tampons. Look at that. It's
Sometimes
exciting.
They're trying to get
sometimes you-
laid.
It's filled up.
That's why you want to have a party earlier in the month. It's filled up.
Now, can you wring it out and put it back in?
Yeah, a lot of gals using that Diva cup these days, you know? I was reading about this woman out in California. She was one of these anti-vaxxers, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's always a white suburban lady. You'll never see a Latina woman or a black woman complaining about vaccinations. They're like, we're happy if we can get them,
Right.
right? So anyway, this woman goes in screaming, some anti-vaxxer, and she went into like the California state legislature when they were voting on something along those lines, and she threw a substance at him that they had to analyze and determined that in fact it was human blood that she had. They thought she was throwing red paint or that she threw fake blood at them. She whipped the contents of her Diva cup at them. So they
That's
had
really
to like
skeezy.
hose down this whole place. They had to shut the legislative chamber down for a day, so that they had to treat one of the legislators for like blood exposed. These people all had to get tests. Ugh.
She's the worst type of person.
But pulling that out and throwing it at people, ew, your Diva cup, gross.
Yeah, what? And what was she complaining about?
I don't know.
What got her so enraged
that they were gonna
that she had to shining them?
Because these states are trying to make sure that, like, they know if your kid hasn't had vaccines and you send them into public school, you know, to release the Ebola virus on everybody. So they you know, put legislation and regulations up so that if you want to go that route, there are probably going to be some things you won't be able to do.
Yeah, you have every right not to vaccinate your kid, but then your kid's not going to have all the perks of being vaccinated. Right? Seems fair.
Back in the day, you would get...
living a long life. One of those perks, you know, one of those perks of vaccination.
Yeah. Back in the day, you would get... you'd say that it was against your religion. I'm sure there are still some people that do that, but fortunately, more and more states are cracking down on that nonsense. It's against my religion. But yeah, just the thought of a woman going to this thing and then pulling her cup out and whipping it at people.
And she's just lucky that it was the right time of the month, because otherwise she would have had no recourse whatsoever.
Yeah. Could you guys reschedule this for 2 weeks from tomorrow, please? It's really when I'm going to be at my full menses.
Ooh.
Alan, I love my Diva cup and using it for 5 years.
That's
I hope
great.
you've changed it. I hope you've rinsed it out in that time.
Do you put it in the dishwasher?
I mean, you save a lot of money. You're not buying pads or tampons or whatever, but...
I think the Diva Cup is a great invention, and I think, you know, it's up to you ladies, whatever you want to use, but I think it's a great way to do it, but just don't use it as a weapon as well. Well, don't use it as a weapon in a situation like this. Now, if someone's attacking you, it could come in handy. Someone's trying to, you know, be physical with you. You take out your Diva Cup, you throw some blood on them, it might deter them.
Or make it a little less labor-intensive. Rather than having to pull that thing out and throw it at somebody, right? There should be an attachment, like a little tube with like a little squirt bulb on the end, you know? Like you walk in...
They have those, too.
Yeah, you walk in, and it's like you got the old-timey, like, squirting flower that the clowns would wear, except you have it hooked up to your Diva Cup, so that way you can talk to somebody. You don't have to spray the whole legislative chamber. You just zero in on the person that and you go, you know, like Nicholson and Batman. Would you like a whiff of my posy?
Say it, don't spray it.
But it's filled with acid.
They have the Go Girls, which is the way that a woman can pee standing up. You just put it over your crotch
Go
area,
Girl. There's another one
you
called
pee into that.
Shiwi.
Yeah.
I love these names. Like, they just have to make it hip and cool. Like, you want a Diva Cup? What's a Diva Cup? Oh, it's just a cup that you put inside of your vagina, and it has all your blood in it. Oh, yeah, I want one.
Well, yeah,
Well,
they
they can't call it a goo goblet.
Yeah.
I just love these names. They're like
Hemoglobin goblet. The Globin Goblin. Globin, gleben, globen, globen. Alan,
my blood bag is all full. I gotta. Yeah.
Alan, my 64-year-old mother is listening to the show with me today. She loves Poundcake.
Aw. Hi.
And she keeps saying Romo Fimo instead of Romo Fiho. And it's adorable.
Aw.
Romo Fimo. Romo Fiho.
Romo Fiho.
There you go.
And 64 is not old.
No.
No.
Of course not. And I'm going
younger
to
than
keep
my
saying
mom.
that since I'm the closest out of all of us to 64.
It's not. I think my mom is 62. She'll be 62 this year.
Alan, I'm a Diva Cup user, and there's not just blood in there. Oh, I'm aware, but that's not sweetening the deal. That doesn't make it any better. Let's try to mentally, let's just try to mentally think that it's just blood. Oh, I know.
Just so you know, it's not just blood. Yeah, we get it.
I mean, are
It's Menzies, like you
they
said.
dishwasher safe? How do you clean it? You just rinse them out?
Yeah, I think so. I think you just like wash it in the sink.
I think Gwen uses one. I should really pick her brain about that.
You don't know if she uses?
I'm pretty sure she does. I don't want to throw her into the bus, but I'm almost positive that she does.
Come home like, hey, let me see. Yeah.
Honey, where's that shot glass I had been using? Where's that purple rubber shot glass that I was drinking my whiskey out of?
My pineapple juice.
Yeah. Really helped my cough.
Maybe that'll help your cough.
Why does everything I drink out of there taste like pennies?
Bad memories.
Bad memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one time he touched one.
Just the one time. It takes one.
One time.
And
That's all it took.
It was a stain on the brain.
It was
that will last
burned
forever.
on your brain.
Oh yeah.
You'll never forget it.
No, and
Yeah.
I can't get it out of my mind. Like,
Boy, could you imagine, Bill, as a straight man, touching one just one time? Think about that.
Touching a vagina one time?
Isn't that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah,
just
that'd
touching
be-
one time where, you know, in your formative years as a young hetero man, your entire brain is consumed with thoughts of the first time you'll touch one, and then when that milestone's gone, all you can think of is when you're going to get to do it again.
Again.
And again and again and again. But for Poundcake, he was like, that was enough. I never want that again.
Well, I don't.
But he
Want,
does.
I wasn't sure if I was going to get all 5 fingers back.
well, I don't want.
You said you want to lose it to a lady.
Yes, but I don't want to do any work. I just want her to like put it on me, and then I just like stand up there, like, and look down. Like,
And what a
ugh.
lucky, fortunate gal to be chosen to have you check off a box on your
shut
bucket
up.
list.
She'll be a hired gun.
Right, a hired gun. Like you're going to pay for it.
I will pay for it.
Why? You could have done that already.
I want to do it in Vegas. I want to have nice settings. I want there to be like chocolates and candles. I want to set the mood.
Oh, you want to overpay for it is what you're saying.
Whatever. I want the works.
The works. Well, when's that going to happen?
Before 30.
Before 30.
I think
Why not
you're-
before 28?
I don't think you should build it up like that. I think you should just get someone to get on it.
I want to save. I want to get like the hottest chick I can get with $13.07.
Just
$13.07.
You got to go the other way, all right? You got to, one of these appearances that you do, you got to find some local
No.
Highland Heights skank who
No.
comes out to wherever you are, you know, I don't know, throw a dart at one of your
No.
upcoming appearances and sweet talk some little lady there and
That's
say,
not a
you know
problem.
what? Huh?
That's not a problem. I could do that
Oh,
already.
no,
if I wanted to.
I'm telling you, that's a bigger problem than you think it's going to be.
But-
There's no issue with paying for it. The true test is getting somebody to acquiesce to it.
No.
A civilian to agree to it.
Because as we talked
Then you
about,
see how big of a fan they are of yours.
well, as we talked about yesterday, bitches are snitches. Like I can't do it.
Well, so what?
They'll tell.
But we're talking about it
yeah.
right now on the show that you want to do this.
Would Mike be upset?
No, he laughed. He was like, "Okay, that's not cheating to me." I was like, "Okay, just so you know."
It's like maybe that'll just be your polar blast punishment.
No, I'm not doing it with the listener.
Maybe it won't be a listener. We'll just find a volunteer.
Okay.
Alan, I never actually thought about more than blood. I had to pull over on 480 and puke.
I love you.
Occupational hazard, I guess.
More than blood at
But
the garage shop
please
next week.
don't touch my vagina.
Right. More Than Blood is on the tour with 3 Inches of Blood, I believe. Very good show.
More than blood.
More Than Blood, opening for Diva Cup
More than blood, less than baby.
at the garage shop.
Garaga.
You boil the Diva Cup to clean it, I'm being told.
Oh.
Wow. Think of that, ladies.
Yeah.
The stuff that comes out of your body has to be boiled to be sanitized. Wow. Reason 1,962 why it's so grand to be a gal.
You know what's funny? Yesterday was National Boyfriend Day.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people posting pictures of their boyfriend. And they're like, oh, I love my boyfriend the most. He's such a big part of my life. And there was, I would say, quite a few that have not made it known that they have a boyfriend until this day.
Oh, these are people you know?
These are people that I know, and then
Oh,
people that have, like, you know, maybe sent me messages that made it seem like they didn't have a boyfriend.
Yeah, you'll get
not,
those.
not things that I was instigating, by the way. Just them, you know, sliding in my DMs.
But you were a potential side piece, and this is how you found out.
Yeah.
I mean, better
And
now.
I'm just like,
wow.
oh.
Did you leave comments on them?
No,
Like the photo?
I just like the photos. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, that guy? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, this is the love of your life? Well, how come he's not in any other picture on your entire feed?
They
Wow,
don't, they
look
don't
at
even
that.
get one on the actual feed. They get it in the story. Like it lasts for 24 hours, then it's gone. Like my relationship.
But now
Yeah.
Bill knows. Did any of them look like you?
It's Northeast Ohio. They all look like me.
Good point.
All right, let me break. I'm going to have Spider-Man Far From Home for you, the sequel to the other Spider-Man movie. 35192 if you want to text, AlanCoxShow.com for everything else.
Hey everybody, welcome to Is It Weird with me, Bill Squire. solo again. That's okay. I do lots of things solo, and I'm all right with that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You guys have been doing a great job with that lately. Keep up the good work. All right. So, is it weird how bothered people are by Martin Scorsese saying he doesn't enjoy Marvel movies? I'm gonna be honest, it got a little under my skin for a second. He says there's an article out where Martin Scorsese, legendary filmmaker, one of the best of all times, says that he doesn't consider Marvel movies cinema. It's one of those pretentious things that people say. I'm not a fan of trying to put things in boxes like that. Who cares what cinema is? Do you like it or do you don't? He says that he tried to watch them. They weren't for him. That's fine. I still love you, Martin. You make great movies. You make great cinema. I'll even give you that little tag for you. But could you maybe throw a song in one of your movies that's from like 1994 or sooner? Like, something. You kind of stick with the music of a certain era, Mart. Right, Marty? Yeah, you can do that. I'm a little out of it today, too. I'm going to be honest. I went and saw Joker last night, and I did not sleep well. That movie got in my head. Joaquin Phoenix is an incredible actor to the point where I don't think I want to see any movies he's in anymore because he makes me so goddamn uncomfortable. Is he that uncomfortable of a person, or is he that good of an actor? It's a really, really jarring movie for me. I don't know if it is for everybody, but for me, I liked it. I was like, there was a part of it where I'm like, well, I don't think I do like this. But then as it all came together, I'm like, oh, I actually do like this a lot. And part of the reason I thought I didn't like it is because I was so engrossed in the movie that I was like, man, I'm just not. It's very tense, pretty good thriller. That's the genre I'd put it into. It's got some tributes to Martin Scorsese, but overall, Joaquin Phoenix, great portrayal of a madman. I'm not going to give him the best Joker of all time, though. Not going to do that. Still Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker is a cool Joker. There's some fun to him. You don't get that with this new Joker movie. He's not anybody that you like. You're uncomfortable around this guy from the moment he is in your vicinity. Like he's just that kind of guy. So, but very, very well done. Todd Phillips directed it. He did The Hangover, and he's been a little bit controversial this week because he said PC culture is killing comedy, which is, if that were the case, comedy would have died a long time ago. It'll be fine. Who's the snowflake now, right? You go, oh, I can't make the jokes that I want to make. Just make the jokes and see what happens. Go with that. I just don't understand just make the jokes and then see how people react to it. There's always no matter what you do, there's always gonna be people that don't like it. Look at Marvel movies. Love those Marvel movies. Who doesn't like them? Martin Scorsese, and he should like them because it would make me feel better when I read Twitter. So that's the thing. If you like something, you're allowed to like it, even if other people don't like it. And I'd actually kind of be disappointed in Martin Scorsese if he came out and said, actually, I'm a really big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's the best cinema that has existed in the past 25 years. No, of course he's not going to say that. And I would be disappointed in him if he did. That's like if Dave Chappelle were like, my favorite comedian's the guy with the puppets. You're just the best. No, you just go, it's not for me. It's not for me. A lot of people like it. Not for me. Bar crawls tonight. Come out to the bar crawl. Have some drinks with us. Alan is going to be under the weather today. So we got our work cut out for us there because he's been coughing a lot today. So we'll see if he can make it through the actual show and through the bar crawl tonight because I can tell he doesn't feel great and he can't stop coughing. In the office, he's just like a car trying to start. It's brutal. made my throat hurt listening to it. If people are wondering who this is on my shirt, it's that guy that was in Mike Winfield. He was on the show last week. Kidding. It's Jimi Hendrix. All right, I think I'm running out of things to talk about, so I'm just going to wrap this up. Enjoy the rest of today's show. And again, like, subscribe, and share. And follow me on Instagram at Bill Squire. Come see me in Lorraine, November 9th, or Fairport Harbor, October 12th. Boy.
Two 216-578-1007. You want to join us on the phone, or 800-348-1007. Whatever crosses the transom of your mind. I don't care. Who knows how long I'll make it today. Want to text me, 35192. We got a tweet from Ricky. He sent us a photo of a whole end cap of corn nuts at the Dollar Tree in Streetsboro.
There you go.
Thank you, Ricky.
They're out there.
I'm not intending to give corn nuts all this free advertising, but it's been...
Hey, that's
a lot of people have been discussing it lately.
That's why they did what they did.
I know.
Because it gets into
the bloodstream.
The bloodstream out there. People want to talk about it.
If you listen to the show on iHeartRadio from outside of Ohio, let me know where you do that. Or the far-flung reaches of Ohio, I guess, where you have to listen on the app. We'll put you on our map of Bureau Chiefs, the app available all throughout North America. Mufasa listens in Houston. JJ's up in Sydney, New York. Mike's brand new in Youngstown. Jason listens in Cagayan de Oro in the Philippines. Justin's down in Prairieville, Louisiana. That was me.
That was definitely
you. And if you need an Alan Cox Show sticker, you can shoot me an email, and I appreciate your patience. I'm just getting another batch of them out. But I'm way behind on the people who have asked me for stickers. So I'm currently up to the people who emailed me at the end of August for stickers.
Should probably bring some tonight, right?
Yeah, I don't know if the street team brings them or what.
We can probably make a request if they can tell us how we're going to greet people. We can tell them to bring stickers to hand out to our listeners.
True. If they designate on our itinerary that I have to greet people with a fist bump and or a light kiss on the cheek. Now, is it in the European fashion? Is it either cheek? Is it both cheeks? Or am I just
one
contractually
cheek.
required to kiss people?
One cheek.
Because you know people are now going to be presenting me their cheek tonight. You son of a bitch. And
Whoops.
well, listen, I
didn't think about that
I think,
at all.
I think after hearing what I sound like, they might not be as inclined.
I think people will
To
opt
do
for the fist bump over the...
I think so,
How
too.
about people just... you can get a fist bump or Alan coughs on you.
There you go.
Alan Cox Show.
You can
That's today's episode.
You can stand at the opposite end of the bar, and I'll go, "Hey, what's up?" Yeah, that's right. Yeah, do my
You gonna
best.
drink that?
Ironically, I think once I get a couple of pops in me tonight, I'll probably be able to rally through. You know?
Probably will.
Yeah,
And that's why I was
it'll be
like,
fine.
Do a little shot of whiskey.
But
and
I
it'll be
also,
good.
but be forewarned, I may also pull the Irish goodbye tonight too. So we'll see.
fully expect it.
Yeah.
But by the time we get to question mark, it doesn't matter.
It starts at 7, goes till question mark per my itinerary.
Yeah, I had to get a base for lunch today because I don't get a lunch in my morning job. Like, I can bring a lunch and just eat while I work, but I don't get, like, an actual lunch break. So I begged one of my coworkers. I was like, hey, can you stop by Chipotle? Give me a bowl. And so
Did you eat it already?
Oh, I smashed it.
See,
Oh, you
well,
did?
need like more of like a later in the day base. I thought you were saving it for
No, I
later.
ate it already. Well, I had to eat something, otherwise I would have nothing at all. But I could probably get something at the bar, or while I poop, I can, eat a little Snickers or something.
That's the eating on the toilet.
I love it. Eating a Snickers. Why don't you just spread your legs and drop it into the toilet and cut out the middleman?
Eating a Snickers on the toilet. You could have picked a worse food to eat on the toilet.
Well, they say if you're
You're not
hungry,
poo
have a
when you're
Snickers.
hungry.
And also, the way you always talk
Absolutely.
about you just holding it all day and just doing these massive dumps, these destructive, horrible dumps. The fact that you could even think about eating food during that moment is incredibly disgusting.
I'm just maximizing my time.
And your stomach space, too.
Right.
Nature abhors a vacuum. He's like, I'm pushing some stuff out. I got to keep stuff going in. Garbage in, garbage out.
Circle of life.
That's right.
Got to keep putting coal in the fire, boy.
Uh-huh. All right.
Oh, gross.
Did you get a visual there?
Yeah, it's gross.
Whatever. Don't judge.
That's fine.
I know that we
I've
have...
said a gross thing before.
I know we have a lot of artistically inclined customers in our audience.
The ones that like to count and have a hard time with eye contact.
That's autistically inclined, Bill. Artistically,
We have a lot of those, too.
We do, yes, and I wish you nothing but the best. Artistically inclined, and I hope that someone, it can be oils, it can be watercolors, I don't care, the media. Take brush to canvas and create a little portrait of Poundcake on the toilet, pants at his ankles, phone in one hand.
Don't
He's
do that.
elbows on his knees, phone in one hand, Snickers in the other.
Well, we actually have a
Listen, if someone
He's
does
going to
that,
look like Rodin's The Thinker, but on the toilet.
stinker.
The Stinker is what it's called.
It's actually worse because we have
even better.
We
I
have,
will give you $50 for that.
we have a squatty potty too, so like my legs
oh,
are like.
feet on the. Oh God.
If someone paints that or draws that, I will hang it in my bathroom at my new place.
How dare you get to hang it? Why can't I hang it?
Because you don't have a place. That's all yours.
Okay.
I will
Make
pay.
copies.
I'll pay $50 for it, and it will be my Christmas present to Bill. It will go in his house.
See, I'm not that hard to shop for.
See?
A picture of me.
Yes,
Why-
it'll be called Poundcake in Repose.
Make a picture of Bill with eating a Snickers on the toilet.
He doesn't
I
eat
don't
Snickers
eat
on the
Snickers on the
toilet.
toilet, so it's got to be you.
It's just the same reason we wouldn't have a portrait of Bill with a tall cup of juice. That's not his hook.
I'm not
right,
the
fine.
poo muse that you are.
That's
Fine.
right.
I did get some art for my apartment already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got
A Mary Santora crushing it poster.
No.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't buy that trash. It's not as fun to say when she's not
Yeah.
here, though. Of course, I would buy that. But I went and saw that exhibit at Museum of Art.
Oh sure.
And they had the Michelangelo sketches, and I got a
The guy that was in Wham.
yes. No, Michelangelo, the the Ninja Turtle, the guy that he's named after.
Gotcha.
He's an artist, a Renaissance artist, and they had sketches of the hand of God.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not really a God guy.
Where God is touching fingertips with Adam in the clouds.
Light touch, if you will.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very appropriate.
Now, are you going to put your face on God's? Are you going to put a little photo of your face there?
Well, no, because it's not the whole thing. It's just his hand.
Oh, just the hand.
It's just his hand, because they had all these sketches that he
light
used
touch
to make sure, like, to perfect what he was going to put onto the ceiling.
Oh boy.
So
wow.
So yeah, I got that hand. It's a hand of God, which, you know, I'm not a God guy, but I am a finger guy. So
that's pretty highfalutin.
I thought that was pretty on point for my new place.
Sure.
Very highfalutin.
Yeah, look at you. Cultured Bill.
I'm very cultured.
I know you are. You go to Severance Hall.
Love Severance Hall.
He wears tails, ladies and gentlemen, when he goes. Tux and tails.
And rat.
Huh?
I have a rat tail that I'll clip on.
Yeah, a little clip-on rat tail. And tuxin tails as well. That's right. Sunday morning, of course, it's the Week in Cox. It is 2 hours of the best stuff from the week. It is ably hosted by Bill and Poundcake. 8 to 10, Sunday mornings. And then Poundcake's doing some Browns thing Sunday afternoon, I think.
That's
the
this
13th.
Sunday, the 13th.
Oh, it's the 13th.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what game? That's a home game again, right?
I guess.
You don't know.
I'm doing the event. I'm not doing the.
What time of the day is that?
It's 1 to 3.
Oh, so it's right after the Cox Out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So hightail it over to Twist if you want.
So I'll do the Cox Out in the morning at the Ivy, and then you'll be in Lakewood there, doing your thing right after.
Brought to you by Tito's.
By who?
Tito's.
Okay, sounded like you said Tito's.
Well, I couldn't say anything.
Brought to you by Uncles.
Alan's cough.
Yeah.
It's Alan Cox Show.
I coughed right over it. A guy in North Carolina took a big swing, and he won. He sued his wife's lover, and they awarded him $750,000.
What?
North Carolina, among all of the other fakakta laws they still have there, it is still illegal. Infidelity is illegal. There's an old state law on the books, and this guy dug in. The charge is alienation of affection. And this guy's contention was, well, we'd still be married if this guy hadn't spirited her away from me. But there's a reason your woman goes looking in the first place, so I'm surprised he won this. But, again, it is North Carolina.
I've heard of this before. This happened to...
I've heard about it, too, but most people don't win with these kinds of cases.
And most people don't get $750,000.
Well, I remember Fantasia, the American Idol winner. She's from North Carolina, and she was messing around with a married man. I think they were separated, but still, she was messing around with the married man at the time. And the wife actually sued her, because, of course, she's Fantasia. She's the superstar, so... She got some money from that. I was like, what? Talk about a come
Yeah, but
up.
Fantasia, just because Fantasia was on American Idol, she wasn't rich.
Yeah, but
I don't imagine.
She's richer than what anyone in North Carolina would be.
Well, the guy said that, well, I'll tell you what he said here.
It was like someone calling you and telling you a family member had just suddenly and tragically died. He came to my house, and we shared stories. We talked about personal lives. I filed the case because I feel it's very important that people understand that the sanctity of marriage is important, especially in this day and age when people question everyone's morals, people question everyone's viability as a person, and the state backed me up on it. He did things purposely. Visit with her when I was at work. I have scars. I still have a lot of healing to do.
I've got scars from when that guy would come over to my house and visit with my wife.
Man, that's one of those things where I was still married for years when I was, out being a single guy at the same time. And I could have been sued, but my ex-wife was also in a relationship. So, but neither of us were in a relationship with anybody that we could have sued each other, but neither of us were in a relationship with anybody that had any money. That's the problem. So I will put this out there. Any person that wants to cheat on me, it costs $750,000.
Do it with somebody who's got some money.
You can, if you want to be in a relationship with me and cheat, you can do it for $750,000.
I wonder what this guy will actually get.
Less. What he'll actually get?
Yeah, I mean, these things get immediately appealed. It's not like Buford, who was banging his wife's, got $750,000.
Maybe he did.
So it's got to be a symbolic judgment.
Oh, just don't get married. Just don't get married.
Plenty of people get married and have a great time and a great life. It doesn't always go like
You're gonna
this.
cheat.
You're not gonna.
Someone's gonna cheat.
Please. It's
Someone's
not
gonna
true.
cheat.
I mean, it doesn't always go
there's
that
other,
way.
There's other problems.
And
But-
then.
So
they
you're
end up
never gonna
cheating.
get married? You talk about getting married all the time.
I like the idea of marriage, but I don't think it's.
Yeah, but what is if it's also downhill? Then what is the idea of marriage? You want the pomp and circumstance of
He
the
wants the
ceremony.
party, yeah.
You want the entrance. You don't want to do the work.
Correct.
Well, okay. Well, then why
I
don't
think
you guys
that's a
just?
lot of people, though.
Why don't you guys? I know. So just spend a lot of money on the charade, and then everybody will come, and you'll go. Oh, I mean, you know.
I want someone to propose to me, and then I cry, and then I tell them, "No, I can't." And then I just go about my married life.
No, I can't.
Wait, you want someone to ask you to marry them, and just so you can turn them down?
Yeah. Because I want to be proposed to. Like, that's romantic. That is the ultimate gesture and
But
sacrifice
it's
of love.
only romantic if you actually agree to marry
No,
them.
it's still romantic.
No, it's not
That is
romantic.
romantic.
It's heartbreaking.
No one has
not-
ever.
that's
No one
romantic.
has ever walked away from a proposal where they were told no and thought, "Boy, that was romantic."
The guy
Isn't that
w-
romantic?
had a lot of thought. Like, wow, how romantic. But I still can't do it. Like,
No, it's not. You ruin the romance of the moment. The romance is
no, the romance
the
is
coming together.
The romance is the thought.
No,
and
it's
first,
not.
by the way, you are lying to yourself. Any person is lying to themselves if you think that you don't already have a line on what they're going to say. These people who get turned down, it's because they went way too quickly. They went hard to the hoop. You know, if you're paying attention and you've been with somebody long enough, if they're ready to
If
do it.
they're ready to do it, yeah.
You just know. There was just a viral video the other day of some guy who did some big, and this is where the big performative proposals now have been ratcheted up to the point where that's why they're so counterproductive, because you go through all this pomp and circumstance and then they say no, and then it goes viral and you look like a douche. But you know, there's no way you're going to propose to somebody not knowing whether or not you just aren't thinking about that. Mm-hmm. Here's Mark Norman, one of our favorite comics, talking about
he's the
just
best.
that.
I got to figure something out. I'm 35. You know, I'm at that age where all my friends are getting divorced. And, yeah, it's tough. I'm surprised people still want to get married. That shocks me, especially younger people. They're so against traditional stuff, you know? But yet, every lady I know is dying to get married, which blows my mind. Ladies, you come so far, so much progress. But yet when it comes to marriage, you guys get very old-fashioned. I want the ring and the dress and the party. What? Grow up. I don't know, but that's why you ladies are brilliant. You gals are geniuses, ladies, because you guys tend to be the ones who want to get married, yet somehow you've designed it to where the man asks you. That's some Jedi-level mind trickery right there. You're like Yoda. I want to get married, but you'll ask me. Yes, you got it. And you'll get down on one knee. No problem. And you'll buy him an expensive ring. Will do. And whose idea was this? All mine. Well played, ladies. Well played. I don't know. My nuts, marriage just feels like the least romantic thing on the planet. It's legal. Ugh. Got to go to a courthouse, get a license. What's the license for? That's the only license we don't check, by the way. Driver's license, liquor license. People check a fishing license. I'm going to start checking marriage license. Next time I see a short, broke, weird guy, he's like, that's my hot wife over there. I'm be like, let me see some ID.
Yeah, it's Mark Norman.
So funny.
So you want the ceremony and the whole thing.
I don't even need the ceremony. Like,
Well, then what do you want?
I want the gesture of someone asking me to marry
Right,
them.
but it's not romantic
and I
if
want
they
the-
don't. If you say no.
I want, you know how like Rosante out in sales, he proposed to his now wife on Azure at like the 9 rooftop, and you see like the cityscape in the background. Beautiful.
Just because he knew she would say yes.
I want that photo, but just
he
be
knew
like,
she would
I
say
said
yes.
No.
He didn't know that.
Huh?
He didn't know that.
Well, you're not paying attention if you don't know what they're going to say. It's a
No,
fait
he
accompli.
knew,
I mean,
yeah.
by the time you've bought a ring and proposed, I mean, listen,
They're not going to say yes. They're going to say finally.
Exactly.
No, I'm just saying.
I proposed to Gwen like off the cuff at 3 a.m. in Paris, right? I didn't even have a ring ready, but I knew what her answer was going to be. And I was pretty sure what her answer was going to be.
Well, I just want that photo of the cityscape and a guy down on one knee, and then hashtag.
You want
I
a
said,
So why
photo
don't you?
shoot.
So,
I said no.
So hire a guy to take those pictures with you.
Yeah, just do a photo shoot.
And then put them on social media, and you can get all of the people sending their crying emojis to you, and then that'll make you happy. And you won't have to go through anything with an actual person.
Because then they expect me to be like, oh, where's that guy? Or when are you guys getting married? But if I tell them I said no, then there's nothing. Like, I can't fake a proposal.
but you
People
gotta-
would know if I'm dating someone.
if someone asks to marry you and you say no to them, they got to break up with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
He says that, but I guarantee you, if somebody asked you to marry them that you had been with for a while, you
You'd
would
say
scream
yes.
and cry and say yes. The words would still be coming out of their mouth in a cartoon word
He'd
bubble
say
before
yes
you said
to
yes.
the guy he's with right now if he asked him.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
That seems a little premature.
We've been together for like not even 6 weeks, 5 weeks.
He's trying to break his
But
old
when
record.
you know, right?
The heart wants what the heart wants, Poundcake.
I love you, Mike, but it's a little early.
A little early. You just said I love you.
Yeah, but I do love him.
In 5
So what,
weeks,
you're gonna love him
and
more?
that's not early?
You're gonna love him more?
5
Yeah,
weeks is
well-
not early to tell somebody you love them?
We were talking for longer than 5 weeks, though.
But you haven't been dating for longer than 5 weeks.
True.
Wow, look at this guy. He moves fast.
Man, he's got a lot of time to make up for.
He
for all
doesn't.
these
He's going to die at
relationships.
35.
Well, that's what I'm
He
saying.
doesn't
Like he's
have
got
a
all
lot
these.
of time.
That's why you should just get it over with. So no matter what someone has to ask you, you can't ask
I've
a
always
guy.
thought about a guy asking me. Like, I don't think I'm the
And then you're
have
gonna say
sweaty
no.
palms. Like, I can't even put I'll drop the ring and then have to like scurry on the ground to find it. Like, I can't. I'm not gonna do that. I'm too much of a geek for that. So I expect my dude to be all fly and cool about it. He's like, bro, all right, I gotta tell you something. And then he just gets on with him like, oh my god, no.
You think it's going to start with, bro, I got to tell you something. I like that part.
He wants to be like,
Bro,
so,
I got to tell you something.
I'm suspecting. You a bitch. But no, yeah, I totally want to. I want to be asked. I want to be asked.
Because if you said no, you're not going to post the photos.
I guess it would. I'd be like, oh my gosh,
Why?
What a beautiful ring. Like, I tried
But
it
you
on.
just-
You don't get the ring if you say no.
You just said that you wouldn't. Why would you post the photos? Because everybody would be asking you questions.
No, I wouldn't, because I do hashtag I said no. Don't DM me. I turn my comments off.
So you'd post photos of a proposal that you said no to.
This
Still
makes no sense.
A
And you
beautiful
can't-
proposal.
And you can't show off the ring that you can't take the ring
I'd be
if
like,
you said no.
Look how beautiful it is. I sent it back, but like, wasn't he so thoughtful? Look at all the thought.
But
and
no,
time
it
he-
never leaves the person's hand.
No,
You don't
'cause
ever get to touch
He's
it.
like, will you marry me? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, as he's sliding it on. And then
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
no,
It
no,
doesn't
no,
work that
that's not
way.
how it works,
They
man.
open it up. Will you marry me? If you say no, it goes snap,
Snap.
and then back to the jeweler. Later.
he would snap it on me. Like, as I reach my finger and like, get away from it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then that's fine. I'm like, wait, let me take a picture of this gorgeous ring first. Oh
No,
my gosh.
no.
Look
You
at
don't get.
Look
If
at your
you say
suit
no,
and-
you don't get a picture of the ring. You don't get a picture of the proposal. You don't get any of that.
You're lucky
Because
if you don't get
said
thrown off the
no.
roof.
throw me off the roof because I said no to your proposal. That's kind of selfish, don't you think?
And say
You mean selfish, like going through all this rigmarole just to say no and then
That's a
post the photos?
Lifelong commitment, and I just wanted to admire his thought and time and you know his
Right.
love for me. Like that's cool. It's
and then
still
turn it
love.
all down. You want to admire all. You want to get all of this. You want to get all of these accolades and all this stuff towards you, and then turn it down. For what?
I'm just not ready.
this might be the
Right,
dumbest thing
so-
you've ever said.
Yet.
I can't post the photos of the.
Why
engagement.
would you?
I
Why
was-
would you?
It was still a proposal. Like it's not. I'm not engaged, but it's a proposal photo.
It's an engagement. Like the,
Oh, so you want to show people that you are proposable to?
I mean, sure, I am proposable to. I just say no.
Huh?
then no one's
can
gonna
pro-
propose to you.
You can propose anything.
Yeah, but that's not so. You don't.
I propose that if this happens, you jump off that roof yourself.
you
That's
don't
what I
celebrate
propose.
declining that. You don't post a photo and go, "Hey, he asked me and I said no." So
I'm
give
sure
me
that-
your adulation.
I'm sure there has to be some type of hashtag you could follow that where people have turned up. I'm gonna go on Instagram right now and see if someone has said no.
Oh, plenty of people have said no.
Plenty of people
it's
say
just
no.
not. It's not the person who says no who posts the photos. It's somebody, a friend who was filming it.
Said no.
The person who was filming
She
it
said
posted, like,
no.
"Oh my gosh," she said no.
Now, funny. Is it a funny hashtag? Yes, absolutely.
Alan,
See,
our
there's a bunch of these.
yes, but not by either the proposer or the proposee.
This one says
It's somebody who was like, "Oh my God, I was at a hockey game and look what happened." This poor guy.
she said my wife. This guy says my wife was mortified of the public embarrassment of this public engagement, so she said no. She hates it.
But
But they still
they
got married.
So she said yes eventually.
Right.
Well, he just has to understand that I'm complicated.
Alan, are complicated. You're actually really, really simple. I wish you were complicated.
There's a lot of these. Wow. See, Shut up, you guys. You don't know what you're talking about. A lot of
Alan,
people said
no, we didn't say that they didn't exist. We said it's not the person who says no who's posting them.
You're probably right.
Alan, our customer is allowed to greet Poundcake tonight by proposing to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll say no. Just like I
He
love.
might say yes to one
Yeah,
or two
what
of
if
you,
what
though.
if there's one that you might be like, hey, this could work?
Here's how twisted he is. He'll say yes to two of them just because he thinks they'll fight over him.
Well, I do love when boys text me just so I can ignore them. I'm like, gosh, you never hit me up. But in reality, they totally hit me up, and I just swerve them. But
Wow.
I just want to feel wanted.
You are desperate for
gross.
attention. Why are you so desperate for
Technically,
attention?
I'm not, because if they hit me up and I'm not replying,
You are desperate for attention. Why is that?
I'm making up for lost time. I've been
What
neglected.
lost time?
have-
Even when you thought people didn't think you were gay, people were still paying attention to you. You had friends, and you are desperate for attention. So what do you mean making up for lost time?
I don't think I was.
Why don't you just live your life now?
I do live my life. I'm just saying.
Like in your mind, you're getting back at the people who didn't pay attention to you before?
No, it's just I wouldn't trust myself being married. Like I don't, not right now at this point in my life. Like,
But that's why people get married. They go, you know what? I didn't think anybody was going to rope me until
It's a
she roped me.
commitment,
Until she
yes.
roped me.
it's just like
I swore I'd never get married again. You talk to any man or woman
we
for that
know.
matter who's ever been divorced, they will tell, I'm never doing that again. I swore to
Talking with a
Christ I'd
friend.
never get married.
Talking with a friend right
again.
now that's going through a divorce, and she's like, I can't imagine ever doing this again. I'm like, you'll change your mind because I
Or
thought
not,
that.
but you
Yeah.
you absolutely cannot imagine doing it again. Mm-hmm. Some people don't change their minds. Some people never get remarried.
I don't know if I'll ever get married again, but I could see it actually happening. But I still like my 5-year marriage contract.
It's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea.
I certainly heard worse ideas, namely the one that Poundcake just proposed.
Yes.
If you pardon the pun.
No.
Yeah, she said no.
She said no.
Hashtag block fruit bar. All right, I got Spider-Man Far From Home for you. It's brand new on digital and Blu-ray, the sequel to Spider-Man Homecoming. If you want a copy of that, if you're a Spider-Man fan of the MCU, a lot of extras on there. 35192 if you want to text.
Hey everybody, welcome to Is It Weird with me, Bill Squire. Solo again. That's okay. I do lots of things solo, and I'm alright with that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You guys have been doing a great job with that lately. Keep up the good work. Alright, so, is it weird how bothered people are by Martin Scorsese saying he doesn't enjoy Marvel movies? I'm gonna be honest, it got a little under my skin for a second. He says, there's an article out where Martin Scorsese, legendary filmmaker, one of the best of all times, says that he doesn't consider Marvel movies cinema. It's one of those pretentious things that people say. I'm not a fan of trying to put things in boxes like that. Who cares what cinema is? Do you like it or do you don't? He says that he tried to watch them. They weren't for him. That's fine. I still love you, Martin. You make great movies. You make great cinema. I'll even give you that little tag for you. But could you maybe throw a song in one of your movies that's from like 1994 or sooner? Like, something. You kind of stick with the music of a certain era, Mark. Right, Marty? Yeah, you can do that. I'm a little out of it today, too. I'm going to be honest. I went and saw Joker last night, and I did not sleep well. That movie got in my head. Joaquin Phoenix is an incredible actor to the point where I don't think I want to see any movies he's in anymore because he makes me so goddamn uncomfortable. Is he that uncomfortable of a person, or is he that good of an actor? It's a really, really jarring movie for me. I don't know if it is for everybody, but for me, I liked it. I was like, there was a part of it where I'm like, well, I don't think I do like this. But then as it all came together, I'm like, oh, I actually do like this a lot. And part of the reason I thought I didn't like it is because I was so engrossed in the movie that I was like, man, I'm just not is very tense, very pretty good thriller. That's the genre I'd put it into. You know, it's got some tributes to Martin Scorsese, but overall, Joaquin Phoenix, great portrayal of a madman. I'm not going to give him the best Joker of all time, though. Not going to do that. Still Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker is a cool Joker. He's there's some fun to him. You don't get that with this new Joker movie. He's not anybody that you like. You're uncomfortable around this guy from the moment he is in your vicinity. Like he's just that kind of guy. So, but very, very well done. Todd Phillips directed it. He did The Hangover, and he's been a little bit controversial this week because he said PC culture is killing comedy, which is, you know, if that were the case, comedy would have died a long time ago. It'll be fine. Just, who's the snowflake now, right? You go, oh, I can't make the jokes that I want to make. Just make the jokes and see what happens. Go with that. I just don't understand just make the jokes and then see how people react to it. There's always no matter what you do, there's always gonna be people that don't like it. Look at Marvel movies. Love those Marvel movies. Who doesn't like them? Martin Scorsese, and he should like them because it would make me feel better when I read Twitter. So that's the thing. If you like something, you're allowed to like it, even if other people don't like it. And I'd actually kind of be disappointed in Martin Scorsese if he came out and said, actually, I'm a really big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's the best cinema that has existed in the past 25 years. No, of course he's not going to say that. And I would be disappointed in him if he did. That's like if Dave Chappelle were like, my favorite comedian's the guy with the puppets. You're just the best. No, you just go, it's not for me. It's not for me. A lot of people like it. Not for me. Bar crawls tonight. Come out to the bar crawl. Have some drinks with us. Alan is going to be under the weather today. So we got our work cut out for us there because he's been coughing a lot today. So we'll see if he can make it through the actual show and through the bar crawl tonight. Because I can tell he doesn't feel great and he can't stop coughing. In the office, he's just like a car trying to start. It's brutal. Made my throat hurt listening to it. If people are wondering who this is on my shirt, it's that guy that was in Mike Winfield. He was on the show last week. Kidding. It's Jimi Hendrix. All right, I think I'm running out of things to talk about, so I'm just going to wrap this up. Enjoy the rest of today's show. And again, like, subscribe, and share. And follow me on Instagram at Bill Squire. Come see me in Lorraine, November 9th, or Fairport Harbor, October 12th. Boy.
extras, over an hour of bonus content. There's an all-new short film, behind-the-scenes stuff, and lots more to tickle your little heart. It's from Sony Pictures. It's PG-13, a copy of Spider-Man Far From Home for you. Caller 12. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
What song is that?
I'll Sleep When I'm Dead by the late, great Warren Zevon.
I thought it was Warren Zevon.
That's right. Okay. No, it does not stand for two Eckies.
What does it stand for?
It stands for two Eckies.
Wait, what's an Eckie? I want to know what an Eckie is.
Alan, if my wife had said no... I'm trying. Boy, am I trying.
If you don't have to,
I know.
You can just
we'll see.
tap out.
We will see.
You can just be a quitter.
We will see. I'm not a quitter.
You can just give up.
I'm not a quitter.
You can just give in.
No.
You can just
I will
call
not.
it a day.
Nope.
Just
I won't. I respond to you how Poundcake will respond to his proposal. I wish I could. No. The only ring Poundcake is going to get is the one around his neck when the dude chokes him out.
Well, then I'm glad I didn't marry him because he would have been
an abusive husband. There
Yeah.
you go. Alan, if my wife had said no, I probably would have left her at the rainforest at the zoo where I proposed.
Well, then you're a selfish husband.
Alan, my husband
No,
told
he
me he
wouldn't have been
loved
a
me
husband.
after 2 days, and that was 25 years ago. Oh, look at that.
Does he still love you?
Oh, good for you.
Listen, no one's saying it can't happen.
Right.
You
There
know?
could be more to that story. My husband told me that he loved me after 2 days, and that was 25 years ago. We've been divorced for 16 years.
That's right. That was 25 years ago, the day after he died.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The day after he died, he told me he loved me.
That's right. Yeah. Right. The day before he died.
Day before he
yes,
died. There you
my
go.
temporal qualities
Yeah.
are not that good today.
You're all
Sorry.
hopped up on goofballs.
I am.
Dude,
Oh, my goodness.
I
it's
mean,
not getting better.
I could enjoy my nice long poop and my Snickers like with a couple hours to spare. So I mean, I wouldn't be mad.
Well, now you've made it so that I can't get out of here because I just want to make you stay. Mr. Passionate over here can't wait to go home from work, no matter what
Look at-
job he's doing.
Alan's suffering through the show today. He's obviously
trying to be
sick.
sympathetic.
He's
And
coughing
he wants
every
to go
2 seconds,
home.
and you're just like, get me out of here so I can go poop.
It's a bodily function, first of all. So
You are allowed to poop here.
It's a bodily function that most normal human beings do wherever they are. At work.
Wherever they are.
Wherever they are. At work.
Wherever I stand, and that's where it's a poop.
I'm
That's
just
right.
trying to help you out. I'm just trying to be considerate.
He's considerate.
He's
Sure.
not a quitter like you.
I'm not a quitter. I'm trying to rally and go pooping so I have my system clean so I can party tonight. And stay as long as I can.
Yeah, I understand. I feel you.
I don't want people like throwing toilet paper rolls while I'm in like
Toilet paper? Did you say toilet paper?
Toilet.
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 What?
toilet.
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 Oh, it sounded like you said toilet
I
paper
probably
rolls.
did, but I was.
Sitting
All right.
on the toilet.
All right. He's out there playing golf with toilet paper rolls in the trees. Well, they've determined which sex positions can benefit you the most in burning calories.
I'll tell you what it's not. Well,
Missionary?
no,
Oh.
missionary, you're gonna burn some calories.
Yeah,
but,
you get some.
But when the girl's on top riding
Cowgirl?
Cowgirl.
Reverse cowgirl?
Yeah,
or just front
I'm not getting a
cowgirl?
real burn on those ones.
Because you're just laying there. She's doing all the work.
Oh, you're getting a burn, just not any calories.
You're getting like a rug burn. Yeah.
Girls, you'd be messing with. I don't know.
I mean, I got a little bit because I'll use my arm, so I'm burning like a calorie.
He's
but-
casting. You notice
Yeah.
he's casting aspersions
Yeah,
on your
I'm just
judgment.
ignoring.
That the girls that you're with, you'll get a burn from.
Right.
Is what he's trying to say.
And I'm just saying, they're all fine women, and that stuff happens, so don't judge them. They can't help it.
Just because Bill's not a paperwork guy doesn't mean that he doesn't ask them for their clean bill
I
of
was gonna
health
say,
in triplicate.
He would need paperwork for that, or
Hey,
maybe there's an
the
app
fact
for
that
that.
I've never had anything.
Me
is
too.
pretty
I was
great.
thanking Jesus for
And
that.
and it's made me like change the way I do things, where I'm like, okay, all my luck has run out, so from now on I got to play things very safe.
I know. I was thanking Jesus. I was like, that's why I was scratching. I was like, I know I have something. I was like, I don't want to go. I'd rather not know. I just will be celibate and watch porn the rest of my life. And homeboy was like, no, we're gonna go.
I like
It'll
how
be
everything is
fine.
an extreme for you.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die.
You need to learn the joys of moderation.
I text my.
I sound like a real square saying that.
What do you mean?
Just
Joy's
say-
moderation in what?
Anything. You're like, oh, if I'll just not do anything with anyone else for the rest of my life and watch
if I had
porn.
something.
If you had something,
Yeah.
yeah, but you don't even have to cast yourself out that way. You don't have to wear the scarlet letter. There's apps and communities where it's all people
I
who have
know,
something.
Or
I
just
know.
wear a condom.
There's a group for everyone now, and they're easier than ever to find.
I was texting my brother to send me prayers, and I was texting Erica. I was like, Erica, I think I have some. She's like, you're fine. I'm like, no, girl, like I probably got something. I ain't.
When was
lucky."
this?
This was like when I got my test like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, when I went to the
Why
Planned
were you so
Parenthood.
sure that you were like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy?
Just because I was like, my luck can't be that good. I was like, I've been with
How many? But you've been with so many people. But how many times have you actually gone
Inside.
without?
Oh.
only a couple,
Protection.
only a couple, but.
Then you're probably odds are.
But I was just thinking about. I was like, well, if they let me do it so easily, what's stopping Tom, Dick, and Harry? If you pardon the pun,
So to speak.
So I'm like, I was like, I got something, and I was like, do you still love me even if I have it? He's like, yeah. I was like, you gonna stay with me? He's like, I was like, how dare you?
Wow. I love you. I'm not sure if I'll stay with you.
He was joking though.
Uh-huh. You hope.
Well, I don't have anything, so I'm fine. But I thought the same thing. So
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, yeah. I was just never a raw dog guy. I was always a condom guy.
it doesn't feel
Like
good
I,
for me.
Well,
everybody
aren't
says
you
that.
special?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Like
it doesn't
I
feel as good, but-
I understand why people don't use them. I get
It's-
it. People are like,
But
"Oh, it feels so much better." I'm
the-
like,
the-
"Yeah, but
The peace of mind
scratching
is
for the rest of your life doesn't
Right.
feel great either."
the peace of mind that you get from a condom is worth it in my book.
It is because I can't like. How can you focus? I get you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Listen. I completely understand it. You know,
And it's-
I know
it's-
I've
like
been a nerd
Poundcake
about
just
it.
said, like, oh, they're letting me in this easily. Who else did they let in this easily?
Like I was like, I literally met
That's
this person
concerning.
tonight, and he was like, "Oh, I do this." I'm like, "Oh, you fly all over the world? You've had a lot of international D that you probably didn't even ask them to wrap it up either."
Mr. Worldwide.
Internationally, yeah, but Poundcake. That's you know, you shouldn't.
Part of the fun.
Don't treat yourself so poorly.
Treat yourself.
Maybe
I
you
don't
are
anymore.
special.
I don't anymore.
You're like, if they'll do it with them, do it with me, they'll do it with anybody. Maybe that's not true. Maybe you are special.
I met them that night, and they were telling me home. They were, want me to
Well,
take them
things
home.
move quickly in the gay community.
It was real quick.
But the positions that you can do, obviously, standing positions burn off the most.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Right?
I don't want to stand.
I like how they point out that spooning burns the least.
Really?
Guess
Not
what,
doing
guys?
anything?
You're not going to burn a lot of calories doing nothing.
Standing. I like a standing doggy is a good one.
Standing doggy.
Yeah. Like where I'm standing and then she's on the bed.
There you
That's
go.
a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good gives me good thrusts.
Got that stroke game.
How you like that?
I feel bad for whoever uses that console over there.
Standing up. No, I'm into my
Also like
elbow.
holding the girl up and then like having her kind of leaning against the wall and just kind of
Going to town.
It's like you're kind of jackhammering, but it's like up, so it's not as like hard on her neck and shoulders.
Standing is the best for burning calories. Wheelbarrow
Ooh, wheelbarrow's a good one.
Legs akimbo.
What is that?
And you get a ribbon when you're done.
Hey, there you go. Doggy missionary.
Legs
Grandma doesn't
akimbo.
like that one because I'm going up and down the hallway.
It's a race. My God, why is there dirt on her back?
I like three-legged.
Yeah.
Three-legged race. What else? What are other standing ones? There's the Amazon. We were talking about that.
Yeah,
one.
the Amazon. Yeah.
That's not standing though, but I bet that one burns some calories.
Like
for the lady.
daggering.
Yeah.
Akimbo is just when your legs are like apart, right? Like you're.
I don't know. I'm asking you.
It's usually when your arms are like on your hips.
And
So
you
I'm not sure what.
You have to stand the teabag, right?
Not necessarily.
I don't know. That's not been within my.
That's not something you actually. I think you actually do ever. Like there's never a girl that's like, yeah, teabag me.
I'm sure there's some.
Oh, plenty. I mean, that's why it's a thing. But
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that are like a phrase, but they're not a thing.
Well, you work on your squats.
you mean like the Alaskan pipeline or whatever,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
The Jesus freak and whatnot.
Alan, please tell Poundcake that I'm pulling for him to have super AIDS.
Oh my God!
Boy.
God.
Now, just out of spite, I'm just not gonna get super AIDS.
Out of spite.
Out of
You're
spite.
thinking about it, and now just
Yeah.
to make that guy upset, you're not gonna.
Yeah,
do
there's
it.
nothing wrong with having super AIDS, but I just don't have it.
You know, a lot of people are curious about him saying no to a proposal because that really is the nuclear option. You are putting everything on the table and then shutting it all down because you're going to lose the person. They're not going to stay with you. And you're going to lose. So all you'll have are the alleged photos of a situation that does not exist anymore, which a lot of people find very, very strange.
Yeah, that's a very, very strange thing to want for that to be your fantasy. Is really weird.
It's gorgeous. Yeah,
It's not gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
It's heartbreak.
It's not heartbreak.
It is heartbreak. If someone asks you to marry them and you say no, they are heartbroken because they're expecting you to say yes.
Poundcake is not an empathetic individual.
No,
I know this because I am not a particularly empathetic individual, and I can see it in other people.
I just told
It's
you.
one of my biggest faults, by the way. I don't see it as something that should be lionized, and it's not an amazing
But
part
I'm
of
not-
my personality.
But
you
I
know?
just said it was romantic and how wonderful.
not
and fun-
romantic.
That is he is romantic.
No,
He
no,
will find a
no.
wonderful.
It's things
It's romantic.
It's
to two
romantic
people.
in retrospect. It's romantic when people go, "This is how we met. This is how he proposed." And now that we're celebrating our fill in the blank anniversary, we can have these stories. If you go through the whole thing and you say no, it's not romantic. The romance ceases at that point, and it has tainted everything that came before it.
Well, then,
Taint.
you guys just need to change your way of thinking.
Well,
No,
I'm married. I've proposed twice to people. Both of them said yes. And I knew that they would say yes. So if either of them had said no, I would have been very surprised.
I'm sorry that I don't like the idea of being committed to one person forever because I don't trust someone.
Right, but then why go through all the rigmarole?
But why
of
do
it?
I have to
There's nothing wrong
not be
with
proposed
There's
to?
nothing wrong
Because
with
you're
not
saying
wanting to get
no.
right.
I didn't say I don't want to be proposed to. I said I don't want to get married.
Right,
There's a
and
difference.
that's the thing. No one's gonna propose to you if they know the answer is no.
No, that's like going to a bar and saying I want to have a beer and not get drunk. A lot of people do that.
Except you don't potentially ruin someone's life if you don't take a drink from them. I mean, you're not going to ruin somebody's life. They'll find somebody else. There's always another person.
You're ruining the relationship for sure. You really don't understand that, do you?
They just don't understand me. So I wouldn't want to get married to them in
Well,
the
they
first place.
do now. You know what? I like his logic. I would not want to get married to anyone who wouldn't be able to handle me saying no to their proposal.
Yeah, if you're that weak, then
It's like the
maybe-
old Woody Allen line. I would never want to belong to a club that
You
would
think
have
I-
me as a member.
If you think I don't love you because I'm afraid of the title of marriage and what comes with that, then you're selfish. And then I made the right decision by saying no.
But it's not selfish. You've told them how you feel. They're not assuming how you feel. You've told them.
And you are.
You've said, I want you to go through all of the things that you earnestly want to do, and I'm going to say no because I want the pictures.
Because all I want is the pictures, not anything else.
But the pictures
say
of,
that.
Also,
but,
I don't think
but
you would say
pictures
no.
But pictures of what?
I don't believe that you would say no.
Someone on their knee.
I take him at his word, but what? But the pictures of
His
what?
word is worth nothing.
Well, he is a snitch. That is true.
Everything we know about him, his word ain't crap.
Wow, Bill.
It's taking you to the mat.
Apparently, you're not getting a proposal and saying no.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying you're not getting a proposal from me from that comment. That was very rude of you. Saying that my word isn't worth anything.
Well, what is it worth?
And if I'm a snitch, I'm technically snitching on myself and telling everybody, like, hey,
What is it worth?
it's worth like something. Like,
It's worth like something.
it's
What
a-
is it worth?
It's a crap or two. Like, a good crap. A crap and a
Your
Snickers.
your word is worth a good crap,
Is it worth a bathroom Snickers bar?
Yeah.
but only fun size.
Ooh.
Alan, I've changed my mind. Either super AIDS or him getting hit by a falling anvil. Well, there you go. Now you got options.
Ooh.
He wants you to die either a cartoon death or a terribly painful, real human one.
This is the only job where my coworkers literally discuss the way I'm going to die, like on a daily basis. I get shot.
Not a
I
daily
get,
Well,
I
you
get
know
super
what?
AIDS.
Then I need to have a conversation with your daytime job because they should absolutely be talking about when you're going to die.
Fall off a cliff.
Yes.
I crash into a pole singing Celine Dion.
Because you are a cartoon character come to human form. That's why.
Maybe you guys are just rude, and this is how you treat people,
People would
who
like to
are individuals.
People would like to strap you to a rocket, like Wile E. Coyote.
And then while I'm going up, I'm like, Romo Fijo.
Romo Fijo.
Boom.
Yeah, you don't make a lot of sense with the whole wanting to be proposed to just so you can say no. That doesn't make sense.
I want the proposal. I just don't want the commitment that comes with the proposal. That's what I have a problem with.
And you realize that you cannot level you can't level selfish at anyone. You're like, if they don't know me, that's selfish.
Well, I mean,
You can't call anyone else selfish.
I think that. I mean,
Someone's selfish if they're not willing to go through all that so that you can tell them no for the pictures.
Okay. What about?
You're not selfish. You don't want me to post these photos.
What about a not right now? How about that?
That's not.
That's not a no.
Plenty of people say not right now.
Not right now.
I need more time.
That's
Plenty
still,
of people say
it's still
that.
a no.
No, that's a not right
It's
now.
not a yes.
Well, it's definitely a road bump in the relationship, but it's something that says, "Look,
Let me think about it.
Yeah, I'm not there yet," which is a valuable thing to know. I would want to know that.
In the words of Cardi B, be patient with me.
Now you can't even
Definitely
imagine.
quote Cardi B, by the way.
You can't imagine a scenario where you'd actually be okay with that commitment. Isn't that the whole idea of love to you? That you would be so in love with someone that all those fears and insecurities that you have about marriage would melt away, so that when they ask you to marry them, you'd be like, well, of course I will.
Yes, but love is blind, and just because I feel like it's going like if
Who
I
said
feel,
love is blind?
Love is not always
but I
blind.
feel like if it
love
seems-
has much
Stevie
better
Wonder's
eyesight than
blind.
you think.
Too much pound cake.
I feel like if something
Love's got 20/20 vision.
Yeah.
I feel like if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Like if I'm happy, something's wrong. Like he cheating, he doing something. I'm
Yeah, that
checking
sounds about
phones.
right.
I'm just saying, if I feel like the relationship is going great, chances are it's probably not.
So what it comes down to is you're too insecure to commit to somebody.
Yes.
Well, then it's never going to get to the proposal part.
You got some pound cake work to do.
Hoisted by his own petard.
The thing is, you can't even trust yourself because your words were crap.
Fun size Snickers.
Shut up, pound cake.
All right, listen, I've got a break. I'm going to have those, what for you? Ooh, Bob Dylan tickets shortly, closer to 4:20. Bob Dylan's doing a show at Thomas Hall in Akron in November. So if you're a Dylan fan, I'll hook you up shortly. 35192 if you want to text.
Hey everybody, welcome to Is It Weird with me, Bill Squire. Solo again. That's okay. I do lots of things solo, and I'm alright with that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You guys have been doing a great job with that lately. Keep up the good work. Alright, so, is it weird how bothered people are by Martin Scorsese saying he doesn't enjoy Marvel movies? I'm gonna be honest, it got a little under my skin for a second. He says, there's an article out where Martin Scorsese, legendary filmmaker, one of the best of all times, says that he doesn't consider Marvel movies cinema. It's one of those pretentious things that people say. I'm not a fan of trying to put things in boxes like that. Who cares what cinema is? Do you like it or do you don't? He says that he tried to watch them. They weren't for him. That's fine. I still love you, Martin. You make great movies. You make great cinema. I'll even give you that little tag for you. But could you maybe throw a song in one of your movies that's from like 1994 or sooner? Like, you know something. You kind of stick with the music of a certain era, Mart. Right, Marty? Yeah, you can do that. I'm a little out of it today, too. I'm going to be honest. I went and saw Joker last night, and I did not sleep well. That movie got in my head. Joaquin Phoenix is an incredible actor to the point where I don't think I want to see any movies he's in anymore because he makes me so goddamn uncomfortable. Is he that uncomfortable of a person, or is he that good of an actor? It's a really, really jarring movie for me. I don't know if it is for everybody, but for me, I liked it. I was like, there was a part of it where I'm like, well, I don't think I do like this. But then as it all came together, I'm like, oh, I actually do like this a lot. And part of the reason I thought I didn't like it is because I was so engrossed in the movie that I was like, man, I'm just not. It's very tense, pretty good thriller. That's the genre I'd put it into. It's got some tributes to Martin Scorsese, but overall, Joaquin Phoenix, great portrayal of a madman. I'm not going to give him the best Joker of all time, though. Not going to do that. Still Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker is a cool Joker. There's some fun to him. You don't get that with this new Joker movie. He's not anybody that you like. You're uncomfortable around this guy from the moment he is in your vicinity. Like he's just that kind of guy. So, but very, very well done. Todd Phillips directed it. He did The Hangover, and he's been a little bit controversial this week because he said PC culture is killing comedy, which is, if that were the case, comedy would have died a long time ago. It'll be fine. Just who's the snowflake now, right? You go, oh, I can't make the jokes that I want to make. Just make the jokes and see what happens. Go with that. I just don't understand just make the jokes and then see how people react to it. There's always no matter what you do, there's always gonna be people that don't like it. Look at Marvel movies. Love those Marvel movies. Who doesn't like them? Martin Scorsese, and he should like them because it would make me feel better when I read Twitter. So that's the thing. If you like something, you're allowed to like it, even if other people don't like it. And I'd actually kind of be disappointed in Martin Scorsese if he came out and said, actually, I'm a really big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's the best cinema that has existed in the past 25 years. No, of course he's not going to say that. And I would be disappointed in him if he did. That's like if Dave Chappelle were like, my favorite comedian's the guy with the puppets. You're just the best. No, you just go, it's not for me. It's not for me. A lot of people like it. Not for me. Bar crawls tonight. Come out to the bar crawl. Have some drinks with us. Alan is going to be under the weather today. So we got our work cut out for us there because he's been coughing a lot today. So we'll see if he can make it through the actual show and through the bar crawl tonight because I can tell he doesn't feel great and he can't stop coughing. In the office, he's just like, like a car trying to start. It's brutal. Made my throat hurt listening to it. If people are wondering who this is on my shirt, it's that guy that was in Mike Winfield. He was on the show last week. Kidding. It's Jimi Hendrix. All right, I think I'm running out of things to talk about, so I'm just going to wrap this up. Enjoy the rest of today's show. And again, like, subscribe, and share. And follow me on Instagram at Bill Squire. Come see me in Lorraine, November 9th, or Fairport Harbor, October 12th. Boy. Boy.
(216-578-1007) or 800-348-1007. 35192, and shoot me a text, alancoxshow.com. You want to watch, you can do it there. Use the search key bar crawl. Get the details tonight. We head back to Lakewood for the final Alan Cox Show bar crawl of 2019. Starts 7 o'clock with our friends at Dos Equis. All the locations are there for you. We dropped Harry Buffalo because they were doing something tonight. So we're going to spend a little bit more time at each of the other locations. But all the information is there. We'd love to see you along tonight. It's going to be a bit on the chilly side tonight. It was a little chilly today.
Yeah.
I walked out of the house.
Like
I didn't really check my weather app, and I left the house this morning assuming it was going to be 75 or something, yeah. And it was not.
So yeah, it's jacket weather, which is my
Getting into that
favorite.
cool jacket weather.
I got boots on.
Yep.
I got my pleather jacket.
Best time of the year.
Ready to roll.
Oh, you whipped out the pleather.
Oh, yeah.
For the bar crawl. Mm-hmm. If you want to get some gear from CLE Clothing Company, use the promo code SPOOKY all this month. You get 20% off. If you follow them on Instagram, they're CLE Clothing Co., and they dropped a little thing of their... They have a brand new Cleveland Ouija board T-shirt. Have you seen that?
Oh.
It's pretty sweet.
I can get one for Mary.
Indeed.
Do you think she'd wear it?
No, she would not. She would probably try to burn it with fire. But it's a cool-looking T-shirt, and there's more where that came from. They got the MMS gear, of course. Got a lot of brown and orange. So just use Spooky, and you'll get 20% off whatever you get at CLE Clothing Company. It says Cleveland, Ohio, USA, like the Ouija font.
Yeah.
And then it says 21666.
That's a really... I like
the land.
that.
It's very cool.
A lot. I want one of those, and I
Yep.
want one of the Franklin Castle shirts.
Have either of you watched My Friend Dahmer?
Yes.
The movie?
No.
I think Gwen worked on it.
We were okay because my roommate and I were watching it, and he worked at a hotel where the actors were staying when they were here. Like, I don't know, I think it was like 6 years ago. But we were watching the movie yesterday, and they have a lot of WMMS references in there. Like, when he gets in the car, he's like, "You're listening to the Buzzard 101 FM." I was like, "Hey,
Yeah,
that's
it was like a
cool."
Kid Leo clip or something.
Yep,
I
it
think,
sure
or Matt the
was.
Cat, or
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I just
That
thought
kid
was
that played
The
him is from
Buzzard.
Disney Channel too. He was real good.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was, but
He was on this show. My kids used to watch a show called Austin and Ally, and he was Austin, and he played Dahmer in that movie. He was real good. I don't know the kid's name, but he was good.
I have to give that a watch.
yeah, we watched it last night. It was a good movie. It's just it's weird because they film. I was recognizing they filmed it, I think, in
Locations?
Chapel Hill Mall, and they were like around Brecksville or something like that, and they actually shot in his original house
In
Like,
Hinckley,
when-
right?
I think it was in Bath.
Well,
Bath.
Bath is in
Yeah.
Hinckley.
Oh, okay. I don't know, but it's a nice house, and it sucks that it's like tainted with that because
I'm pretty sure it's Hinckley, but it's like right next to Bath. Yeah.
yeah, it's a really nice house. Do you think they have something in his old high school like Jeffrey Dahmer went here? Like, do they have?
Probably not.
In the old high school.
Because it's like the kids talk about it, like, wow, Jeffrey Dahmer walked these halls.
But it was a graphic novel that the author was that kid in there. He grew up with Jeffrey Dahmer. This guy who goes by Durf.
Yeah, I wonder how they got the storyline. I was like,
Durf on golf.
are all the friends like that met him like commenting on the movie or commenting on the script as to like how they film? The
I'm not
movie?
sure.
Because like there's a lot of people like the doctor that he ran into there. I wonder how he felt because like he was giving Jeffrey Dahmer a physical and whatever, and Jeffrey like makes a pass at him. So I wonder how he feels. Like he
Yeah, I
just
thought it was real
narrowly
good.
escaped death.
Yeah, it was a good movie. They shot it in Bath and Middleburg Heights.
Hey, it was Bath. I don't know. But-
Recorded at his actual childhood home in
Yeah, okay.
Ohio. Yeah.
So it probably was Bath. I saw Joker last night.
How was that?
It was really good. It was very, very unsettling. And like there was a part in the movie where I'm like, man, I don't think I like this movie, but really I was just very uncomfortable with how uncomfortable
I mean, they
Joaquin Phoenix is in that movie.
They
Like,
sure made a-
he's such a creep in that.
They sure made a big deal about, like, the army is telling people to be careful when they go, and, like, Landmark Theaters, that whole chain is banning cosplay the opening weekend because they don't want people. Everybody's got that kid in Aurora, Colorado on
Yeah,
the brain that
which
ran it
makes
during The
sense.
Dark Knight. And so this Joker movie, which is basically... He's an incel, right? He's a
Pretty
dude who
much,
can't
yeah.
get laid, and so
Yeah.
so a lot of people are kind of on edge about this movie. Everything I've read has really been either one way or the other. One of the more interesting reviews I said, the guy said, it's okay, but the big problem with this movie is it's just about the Joker. Because it's not like a DC
It's not a
universe
DC
movie.
Like you can almost watch this movie and not think of it as
Right.
a comic book movie.
Right.
And that's what I was telling Poundcake before the show, that it's more of just a guy that is not okay in his life.
But is
like-
there any connective tissue at all?
Yeah. Like there's
like
Thomas,
Bruce Wayne's dad is in it.
Thomas Wayne is in it. You see a little tiny Bruce Wayne as a small child. So it takes place in Gotham.
The Joker is that much older than Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And that's why, because it's a one-off story.
Yeah, okay.
They're not going to do any more in this universe.
Okay.
They're just saying this is how the Joker came to be in this incarnation.
Well, Marin was talking about it on WTF, and he's like, I only have one scene, basically.
Yeah.
But he's like, I think it's kind of silly for people to be attaching so much social significance to this movie
Right.
at this time.
Now, I think the reason that people are is just because of what has happened in the past. with
Sure.
Heath Ledger's Joker and how it
Yeah.
inspired that. And not that it inspired, but that person did that.
Right.
And tried to link it to that.
And it's a weird time right now,
And
too.
it's a weird time right
Yeah.
now because, people shoot things.
Yeah.
We're in America.
But De Niro's in it, too.
It is a really haunting movie where it stuck with me. Like, my dreams were a little bit weird last
Really?
night. Yeah. I mean, I saw it right before I went to bed, too.
Okay.
So that probably had something to do with it. But it was pretty intense.
Is
It's
it
a pretty
long?
intense movie. No, it's like 2 hours.
Okay.
It's pretty, and it's well-paced. And Joaquin Phoenix is fantastic. I always thought he was taller for some reason. But he's like 5'8".
Oh, is he? I don't know. I'll tell you.
I always thought he was like a taller guy.
I'm trying to warm up to him. I just watched him. I watched him in a movie called You Were Never Really Here, which I liked a lot. And I'm trying to keep. I have not liked him for a long time. I just don't like the stuff he does. But I've seen him in a few things over the past year, so I'm like, I'll give the guy another look. I want to see Joker.
If you just
I
go
think it's
in
got a
there
lot of good people in it.
and watch it, the acting's good. It's very, very intense, and like it's not a feel good movie. You're not gonna walk out of it being like, oh, that was a lot of fun.
Sure.
You're going to be like, ugh, I feel kind of dirty.
You feel beaten up by the end of it? Yeah.
But it's good. And De Niro's great in it.
De Niro's in the news because his former assistant is suing him.
For what?
Harassment, I guess. Being sued by a former assistant for gender discrimination and harassment. She wants $12 million. Now,
seems a lot.
I'll play some of a voicemail that she released publicly where he's cursing at her and yelling. And obviously, you don't know any more than that, what you hear or read. But I think in the pantheon of potential Me Too accusations, this isn't the worst thing I've ever heard. She said that she accuses him of talking to her on the phone while he was peeing.
Okay.
Like, not in the same room. He's talking to her on the phone, and he's peeing.
Yeah. Okay, that's not...
She also accused him of...
I've done that with my mom. Like, that's...
Yeah, time is of the essence.
Sometimes you got to pee and you got things to do.
She also accuses him of asking her to imagine him on the toilet. Again, I don't know.
Not a sexy thing. We just did a whole segment of Poundcake on the toilet eating Snickers bars.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a harassment. Do you feel harassed by that segment?
No, but it was one Snicker, so do not defame me.
Okay, that's right. Just
not Snickers bars.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
One Snicker.
It's not his fault that a singular Snicker has a plural name, right? It's not called a Snicker bar.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, I think this
said
is
bars, though.
Yeah, I think this is a countersuit because he sued her saying all she did was watch Netflix instead of doing stuff for him. That she spent a ton of time just watching movies. So she released a voicemail from him.
The security bar.
Oh, hold on. Get rid of that. Find De Niro.
In Spain, and you upset with me. You tell me how nice you have it, your life over there, and you don't answer my call. How dare you? You're about to be fired. You're history. How dare you disrespect me? How much you did? Don't get angry with me because I'm pissed off because I didn't get a simple thing that I need right now here out in California when I'm here for less than 24 hours. You gotta be kidding me, you spoiled brat. You.
If you're Robert De Niro, you're probably like, "Hey, I didn't whip it out." You know,
this
this was an argument
And
over whether or not she did the work that I paid her to do.
And he's firing right there, and it sounds like she wasn't doing the job.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I like the notion that De Niro is exactly who you think he is too. Like that's Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Like whether you're on the phone with him or
he's gonna be that if you're not doing your job. I'm sure if you are doing your job correctly, that's not him. That's not someone doing their job well and then him harassing them. That's someone that is fed up with you doing a bad job and then being like, hey, I needed these things while I was here and you didn't deliver.
You know what's going to happen? Robert De Niro's secretary is going to be the new Secretary of State. Like Trump is going to get back at Robert De Niro. And he's going to stick it to him. He's like, well, fine. We'll bring you into the White House and you can work for me. How about that?
Now, she's 37, so it's not like she's some like 22-year-old. 37 said that he treated her as his office wife when she was his executive assistant and then was vice president of production and finance. It's not like she did all right for a while. He said that she embezzled hundreds of thousands of dollars and that she loafed during working hours.
A loafer, right?
What does that mean? Just like lounge
Just sitting around doing nothing. Working.
Doing nothing, watching clips in the break.
Man, you got like
goddamn thing.
You got like 3 times to like do that. Like, why wouldn't he fire her sooner? Like, how long does she work for him?
I don't know.
Because if it's more than a year and she was doing that from the beginning, then that's on you, bro. You know if someone's not doing their job. You know if you don't have what you need ready.
She said that he used to make her scratch his back.
That's an assistant.
I know. Button his shirts, fix his collars, tie his ties.
Nothing wrong with that.
And wake him up while he was in bed after hiring her.
That is an assistant. You're assisting with his everyday life. He is a corporation. So it's not a typical job. I don't understand why you think you're going to have like a typical job as an assistant.
The guy that I interned for in Chicago, he had an assistant. And I remember the stuff she used to have to do. Oh, my God. He was you got to, and it wasn't mean about it, but just the stuff she had to do.
What she had to do?
Part of the job.
Everything. Yeah. I mean, it was just like, and she was a grown ass woman. She wasn't some girl in college.
Like,
you know?
Everyone wants to look at like an assistant job as demeaning, but it's not. A person is not physically capable, or they just don't have the time of day, like the time in the day.
Or if you're
to
like
do these
fixing a
jobs.
collar, you're making sure that you have someone there to
Like-
make you look presentable. If you're going to go on TV or be in movies or be in the public eye all the time,
That's just like if you get a job as a nanny. I can't believe the parents actually made me wipe the baby's butt. Like, I can't believe they make me do that. What are you talking about? You're a nanny. You wipe butts.
I don't think nannies are complaining about having to wipe babies' butts.
Why would assistants complain about I had to take his dogs out and I had to pick up the poop in the yard?
Well, I think some people think it's a generational thing. But again, people...
She's 37.
People take... He hired her when she's 25, so she had worked for him for a bit. But...
Well, that's his fault then.
Again, you know, these are the types of jobs that people take because it gets them a foot in the door. That's how she went from essentially assistant and secretary to VP of production for his company. You know? Mm-hmm. It's why you have an intern. You know? It's why Poundcake's back there screening phones.
Yeah.
He was an intern.
I didn't loaf around.
I didn't say that, but...
a real loafer.
Yeah, he's a real loafer, this guy.
A loafer with no word.
Yep, he's a real Bruno Mali.
I only wear them. I don't do them.
Alan, after Poundcake's people are really still stuck on his no-prosal.
Oh, my gosh. Why are people hell-bent over that?
Would he be giddy with joy while the other guy is crying? That's so romantic. Again, I don't think the dude's going to be crying.
He might be. If you are that committed to someone and you think that this is the moment where they're going to agree to be with you for the rest of their life, and then they say, nah, I'm good. I just wanted a picture.
I wouldn't say
that
it
would
like
be
that.
That would be devastating.
Okay. What if I say yes in that moment and then try to, like, on the car ride home, like, darling?
But you still can't post the pictures.
Well, I can't post the pictures.
But you're not riding home together.
Because if you're not engaged.
No, but I'll say yes in that moment. I'm not going to embarrass him. I won't make him feel bad.
You got to go through with it. If you
on the
want
car ride home, I'd be like, listen, I didn't want to embarrass you in front of everybody. You got the Jumbotron and the whole arena to say, have me say yes. We posted the pictures on Instagram. I took a picture of the lovely ring, but I can't do it.
And you're doing on the ride home. You're not going to give him a week. Not give him a
you
month.
you want me to fake a fight, like your chicken's raw or something? Like, what you want me to do?
Chicken's raw. Why don't you just
Well, that's a euphemism.
get over the whole thing of you not being able to get married? That's what you need to do, is work on yourself.
I know, but I really want the proposal, though. Like, I really want it. He wears a cute little suit, and then, like, everyone in the arena just, like, claps, and, it makes the news.
Makes the news.
The news?
How is it going to be on the news?
You think it's a viral proposal?
Well, yeah, if there's, like, a bunch of pyro and fireworks go up, and, there's...
How are you going to say no to that?
Because?
He went through all that, and you're saying no. The worst.
Well, it seems kind of pathetic. I mean, he's probably proposing to me because everybody else told him no. Like, it
well, you don't know
desperate.
what you want, this guy.
are
It's so romantic.
Yeah.
It's romantic / pathetic. Wow.
It's pathetic that you're asking me to marry you, but
how many other people did you ask to marry?
Yeah.
if you're proposing to me so easily, I would stop in the
Didn't
next
sound
guy.
like it's easy.
I was going to say, nothing about what you described sounds easy. He's got a suit, and the
Pyro.
crowd is there, and pyro
Just like
at the
one or
Romo
two.
Fijo, no less, on the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I hope that...
no proposal.
Yeah, I hope that all of your wildest dream comes true.
I hope what happens.
I still don't understand what the end goal of that is.
What do you mean?
You go, I just want all this for what?
The gram.
Instagram.
That's it.
Imagine all that and you get 100 likes.
Oh no!
Right? Imagine that. What's your rule?
That's the thing.
What's your rule?
People should.
If you get fewer than 100 likes, you delete the post,
delete
right?
it, yeah.
What if you get 98 likes?
Yeah.
I mean, as long as if I have as many likes as the carrots in the ring, then I'm fine.
You can make it?
I don't think I'm going to make it.
Really?
No.
I don't think you are either.
Nope.
It's
Hit the wall.
Need some apple juice? I can get a vending machine.
I've been drinking tea and cough drops and all this nonsense, and so I don't know. I can't be turning my mic off every 30 seconds.
It's been a lot. I appreciate you putting in the effort. I know Poundcake's pumped about this.
I didn't say I was pumped.
You were so excited to go home eat food.
He's
and poop your
always
poop.
excited to go home.
That's all you ever want to do is go home and poop.
All right, I just loaf around.
I'm not even going home. I'm going to be in here playing best of clips. Mm-hmm. I'm not going home. Should make you stay and play them. I'll go home.
I mean, you can.
And you don't know what you're doing, though.
Well, I don't know what
Yeah,
to
he's like,
say. I said you can. I didn't know I would.
uh-huh. Do you know what you're doing? You don't know what you're doing, do you?
I can put him in. Is that all?
I can put him in.
Okay, well, then I don't
in's
know
easy.
what to do.
You don't know what to do. Okay. Alan, if you say no, you don't have the right to post the pictures.
That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
I don't. What do you mean I don't have the right? I think I live in the United States of America.
And no one's going to like the picture if you say, hey, so-and-so, Jeremy asked me to marry him, and I said no. That's not something you celebrate.
Yeah, nobody's going to go, yay!
Yay, hooray for
But
Poundcake.
like, look how romantic he was. Like, I really had a good man. Like, he really.
had a good
No one would look at it that way.
If I
Somebody
wanted-
texted me, no pro homo.
Oh, bro. Oh.
Hey. Well, anyway, I hope that all comes true for you.
I think it won't. I think what's going to happen is he's going to fall for a guy and like them so much that they're not even going to do a big over-the-top proposal. It's going to be something at home on the couch.
They're going to be cooking out in
And-
the backyard on a Tuesday. The
Yeah.
guy's going to have a T-shirt on and jean shorts, and he's going to go, so you want to get married or what? And Poundcake's going to go, oh, my God, yes.
Yes, I love you.
1,000 times yes.
Oh well, he can't ask me in front of my mom. That my mom would slap me.
The bar crawl, for people that are asking, it's still going to happen no matter what. If Alan
Oh, yeah,
has
yeah.
to shut
I'll still be
down,
there.
We're still doing the bar crawl.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bar
yeah.
crawl is happening. Alan's just
I'm just talking about the
not
show.
able
I can't
to speak
talk.
without coughing.
Nothing's
going to
happen in the bar crawl.
Yeah,
I'll
bar
be
crawl's still
I'll be
going.
there.
He'll be there. You can kiss his cheek or give him a fist bump. So don't you worry about that.
What?
Cheek or fist bump.
Yeah. Is that a game that we can play?
I don't know.
Cheek or fist bump?
Well, then I gotta make a decision here. Then
I think you got to make. I think the decision's made, man.
You got commercial.
yeah,
coming
no,
up.
I know, and I've got because I'm gonna be in here. I still have live commercials to do and stuff. And
You're gonna cough during those.
well, no, I mean those are only they're not that. I don't have to talk for 20 minutes during those, but I'll just cut in everything. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Sit here coughing. What's going on?
Coffin skate.
Ha Yeah, I'm coughing skating myself.
You
How
wanna
I
play-
feel about that?
Can you play best of clips and then we'll do intros on them?
Coffin skate it.
Yeah, I can do that. You want to intro best of clips?
I mean, just kind of listen to it and then remark on them real quick. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, we can do that.
That's
We'll do a live best of show.
right.
That's creepy.
That is weird.
All right, well, let me break, and I will have the because I still got stuff to give away too. Be real piecemeal here. Those Bob Dylan tickets. He's doing a show at Thomas Hall in Akron on November the 9th. It's a Saturday. LiveNation.com is going to have all the info for you. So I'll have those for you on the way back.
Hey everybody, welcome to Is It Weird with me, Bill Squire. Solo again. That's okay. I do lots of things solo, and I'm alright with that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. You guys have been doing a great job with that lately. Keep up the good work. Alright, so, is it weird how bothered people are by Martin Scorsese saying he doesn't enjoy Marvel movies? I'm gonna be honest, it got a little under my skin for a second. He says, there's an article out where Martin Scorsese, legendary filmmaker, one of the best of all times, says that he doesn't consider Marvel movies cinema. It's one of those pretentious things that people say. I'm not a fan of trying to put things in boxes like that. Who cares what cinema is? Do you like it or do you don't? He says that he tried to watch them. They weren't for him. That's fine. I still love you, Martin. You make great movies. You make great cinema. I'll even give you that little tag for you. But could you maybe throw a song in one of your movies that's from like 1994 or sooner? Like, something. You kind of stick with the music of a certain era, Mark. Right, Marty? Yeah, you can do that. I'm a little out of it today, too. I'm going to be honest. I went and saw Joker last night, and I did not sleep well. That movie got in my head. Joaquin Phoenix is an incredible actor to the point where I don't think I want to see any movies he's in anymore because he makes me so goddamn uncomfortable. Is he that uncomfortable of a person, or is he that good of an actor? It's a really, really jarring movie for me. I don't know if it is for everybody, but for me, I liked it. And I was like, there was a part of it where I'm like, well, I don't think I do like this. But then as it all came together, I'm like, oh, I actually do like this a lot. And part of the reason I thought I didn't like it is because I was so engrossed in the movie that I was like, man, I'm just not. It's very tense, pretty good thriller. That's the genre I'd put it into. It's got some tributes to Martin Scorsese, but overall, Joaquin Phoenix, great portrayal of a madman. I'm not going to give him the best Joker of all time, though. Not going to do that. Still Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker is a cool Joker. There's some fun to him. You don't get that with this new Joker movie. He's not anybody that you like. You're uncomfortable around this guy from the moment he is in your vicinity. Like he's just that kind of guy. So, but very, very well done. Todd Phillips directed it. He did The Hangover, and he's been a little bit controversial this week because he said PC culture is killing comedy, which is, if that were the case, comedy would have died a long time ago. It'll be fine. Who's the snowflake now, right? You go, oh, I can't make the jokes that I want to make. Just make the jokes and see what happens. Go with that. I just don't understand just make the jokes and then see how people react to it. There's always no matter what you do, there's always gonna be people that don't like it. Look at Marvel movies. Love those Marvel movies. Who doesn't like them? Martin Scorsese, and he should like them because it would make me feel better when I read Twitter. So that's the thing. If you like something, you're allowed to like it, even if other people don't like it. And I'd actually kind of be disappointed in Martin Scorsese if he came out and said, actually, I'm a really big fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's the best cinema that has existed in the past 25 years. No, of course he's not going to say that. And I would be disappointed in him if he did. That's like if Dave Chappelle were like, my favorite comedian's the guy with the puppets. You're just the best. No, you just go, it's not for me. It's not for me. A lot of people like it. Not for me. Bar crawls tonight. Come out to the bar crawl. Have some drinks with us. Alan is going to be under the weather today. So we got our work cut out for us there because he's been coughing a lot today. So we'll see if he can make it through the actual show and through the bar crawl tonight because I can tell he doesn't feel great and he can't stop coughing. In the office, he's just like a car trying to start. It's brutal. Made my throat hurt listening to it. If people are wondering who this is on my shirt, it's that guy that was in Mike Winfield. He was on the show last week. Kidding. It's Jimi Hendrix. All right, I think I'm running out of things to talk about, so I'm just going to wrap this up. Enjoy the rest of today's show. And again, like, subscribe, and share. And follow me on Instagram at Bill Squire. Come see me in Lorraine, November 9th, or Fairport Harbor, October 12th. Boy.
All right, if you're a Bob Dylan fan, the Never Ending Tour comes to Akron Saturday, November the 9th at E.J. Thomas Hall. LiveNation.com has got the info for you. You'll get the last pair of tickets here this week from me, 2 for Bob Dylan. Good luck. If you've been hitting me up for these, make it count. Caller number 14, these are yours. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007. So we'll just I can't talk without coughing, so we'll just set up some best of clips.
Oh, what you got? It's a little bit strange, but
we've never done a live sum of show. Why not? Mid-July. Cast your mind back, if you will, to when you were grossing out young Mary Santora with all the talk of waffle stomping. Do you remember the waffle stomp conversation?
Oh, yes. This is a favorite
about
of mine.
whether or not, because your thought is, if you're in the shower,
well, it's an old bit that I have.
take a dump in your hand, put it in the toilet.
Right. Or
Stomp
it down the drain.
Stomp it down the drain.
Stomp it down the drain.
That's right.